Yo,
Ladies and gentlemen, we build on topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast. Killah Priest podcast.
Yeah. Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, you hear me? You hear me? You hear me? You coming in from via satellite?
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? You come in, show my face
All
to the
right.
public.
That's right. Boom.
Yeah, just get ready, set up, man. I got a couple of shows and stuff like that. I want to shout out to everybody.
Okay.
Word. So I got some stuff coming up, some shows. So I'll be doing it from here. Word.
Nice. That's right.
What up, man? What up to everybody? It's gonna be a good show today, man. Word. If y'all just tuning in, welcome to the Killah Priest Podcraft. I'm your host, Killah Priest, the Iron Sheik from the Middle East. I'm almost there, so prepare to say peace. Running the rock is none other than ADA Dizzle.
Peace. What's good? Welcome back. It's gonna be a wild show.
Yeah. Shout out to the craft room, man. Everybody up in the craft room. Oh man, shout out to y'all, man, the Rocketeers and the Craftsmen. Word. Man, it's been a beautiful time. It's been a great time, a time for elevation. I just want to tell everybody to be in good spirits. My background good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me make this a little bigger. What's that thing coming up there? Hold up. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 sec.
Looks good.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, man. So what's going on, man? What's going on with everybody out there, man? I see y'all in the Podcraft room. Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that's out there. Yo, crazy times going on. I got some videos we got to show. For real, we're gonna take it off. And then Coverboy, they was gonna do the sports thing today. But our time is very limited today, but we definitely gonna go through some stuff, man. First of all, I want to say, man, you know, everything that's happening right now is right on schedule. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you feel that energy, then everything that's happening is right on schedule. Or my eyes are getting blurry. How you feeling, AD?
Good, man. Just going through this whole full moon thing or new moon thing.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's crazy right now. We're in a new moon today in Scorpio.
Right.
So people
Yeah. Shout out to Sun C birthday today. Shout out to ODB. OD birthday is coming up on November. So he's a Scorpio too. So RIP to ODB.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It's Sun C, my brother's birthday today. Word.
Oh man, Scorpio season, that's right. Shout out to all the Scorpios. But yeah, it's just intense right now, that's all. It's supposed to be some crazy changes going on in everybody's lives in some way. We're all making some major decisions and stuff.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Like everyone's doing some type of an upgrade or some type of like cleanse or some type of like getting rid of something in their life. Do you know what I'm saying? For some people, it's just detoxing. For some people, it's getting rid of certain people or certain things in their lives and stuff. So,
Really?
yeah, because Scorpios, it's either black or white. There's no gray area with Scorpios.
Right.
You either in or you out.
Right.
There's no gray area. So when we in that time with the moon there, it's like we deciding if what's in and what's out right now. You know what I mean? Like we're all making decisions. Like, you know what? That's it. I'm no longer going to be, consuming this food, or I'm no longer going to be talking to this person. We're all making some kind of decision. That's what the astrologers are saying.
Yeah.
But
that's a deep part. Change is inevitable, man. It's definitely inevitable. Word, inevitable. My bad. When you come in, I just was telling Salo this. When you change, and you're able to make decisions upon, spiritual decisions, when you get a chance to discern and really can see discernment and focus on where you want to be, you put yourself in that place, in that predicament, it will happen. Mm-hmm. But you have to have, that discernment comes with practice.
Yeah.
Just like with everything, man, you go through ups and downs and then, in and out of life situations. And it teaches you. Life is here to teach us. And we're here experiencing this to learn more,
Yeah.
I want to know more about that, though. That's dope.
Crazy times.
Shout out to everybody.
Crazy times.
Yeah. I just put out the room, secret extra room, part 5. If y'all don't know, is out right now. We also got the Royal Priesthood joint that's flowing. Ty Phoenix hit me up. Shout out to her. Niru hit me up. Shout out to her. It's been showing, a lot of people have been showing it love. And, the time is to create and build upon yourself and get yourself together, man, because, we're not promised tomorrow.
True.
We're not promised tomorrow. So we got to make the best of what we have now.
True.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from.
Hey.
Word.
That's right. So you just launched the Extra Room Vedic Saga Part 5.
Turn my hat so they can see. Huh?
You just launched that Vedic Saga Part 5.
Yeah,
today.
Yeah.
That premiered today.
Yeah, yep, man. Shout out to AD itself, man, for helping me put that one out. You know what I'm saying? So, and we up on 5 now. So we got 5 installment. And, it's turning into something. Like I said, it got legs. Shout out to Fourth Disciple. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds. I did a interview with him. Kadaka hooked that up. So shout out to her. The Doggy Diamonds this weekend, that was very impressive, and it was good. It got to reminisce. Matter of fact, we was talking about Dirty and see how that energy come about. A lot of y'all don't know this, but in Dirty session, I was there mostly every day with him through most of his sessions, and we would just be chilling. He was trying to. At one time, he's trying to kind of like steal me from Jizza.
Oh, really?
As an artist, yeah.
He was trying to sign you?
Yeah. He wanted to sign me a couple of times. Well, let me take this off.
That's crazy.
Get a little relaxed. Yeah. So that was so me and Dirty became like real close brothers. Hold up, give me a sec.
Yeah. Yo, that's crazy though. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this horizontal. Boom. Wow, man. ODB.
Setting up to hit the road. Yeah, man. So yeah, ODB, man, he passed away. This is the day that his transition with the ancestor realm came this day. We all got to get in touch with our mortality,
Yeah.
Look at that, man. People are dropping like flies. Like you said, you got to make some type of decision. People are falling all over the planet. And we have to take care of ourselves the best way we know how.
Yeah.
The government not going to help us. TV's not going to help us. Fighting against one another is not going to help us. We've been doing the same routine all the time, over and over and over and over, repetitive. it gets us nowhere. That's what I came to the conclusion that if you're still doing the same thing that you've been doing for years, you just stagnate. Is insane. So try to switch up sometime and do something different.
Yeah.
I even seen this before we start showing the films. I even seen this one where this guy was like, he was like, if you brush your teeth with your right hand, get up and brush it with your left hand. Do something different.
Yeah, I tried that. I'm totally right-handed. Doing left hands, like, all right.
Yeah.
It's different. Switch it up.
Yeah. And nothing wrong with switching up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with let me
Oil House says, I hope to have quit smoking today. I made it one bodega run so far.
Huh?
Oil House. He says he hopes to have quit smoking today.
Oh man, man. Oh man, that's shout out to shout out to Now Born. Happy born day to the Dungeon Master. Oh, Sonny C and A Rashid birthday, the born day today too. Shout out to him.
Oh, okay.
Word. Yeah, shout out to all those brothers that have been on the show. The last show was beautiful, and everybody who was coming through. Yeah, somebody said a lot of brainwashing. Make sure y'all hit that like and tell the people we over here. We just building right now. Somebody said Shaheen birthday coming up. Yeah. So, yeah, man. So, with that being said, man, it's a lot about just building up self, man, self-preservation. Like we've been talking about all the time. Shout out to all my Scorpios out there. Ben Frank, peace to you too, brother. Peace. Peace to you, man. Yeah, I see y'all showing some love. I had to straighten this out. Right. Shout out to you.
We got
all right. Do you got all right? Let me go to your I think I sent you something.
Okay.
And I'll be able to view it too, right?
Yeah, you see everything that I see from where you're at.
Yeah. It's kind of hard because if I already sent it to you and since I'm not there, I can't just but
was it on email or Instagram or WhatsApp?
Check your WhatsApp.
Okay. I could show you from there without them seeing.
Okay.
Check it out. 1 second. So we got this one. You see that?
Oh. Let me see that one. No, not that one. That was wow. That was for you. In the beginning, there was self-replication. Go more.
I don't know what this one is.
Press on the. Oh, we did that last time. Oh, okay, Men of the Forest. Yeah. Let's go back. Men of the Forest. Yeah, we could do that.
Do that.
It to be something that we can build on. Well, everybody pay attention, man. This is back in 1952. I like watching movies like this. Sometimes they don't have sound, but they just show you about how family was and being family oriented. I was gonna play this because it's Men of the Forest. When we talk about forest, we was talking about growing your own food last time and being self-sufficient. Now, all of this is 1952, but look how they was getting down. Look at the structure of people, how people thought back then, which the power is now, is that we have the technology, which is a spiritual power in a sense, to go back and look into your past. Do you know we was watching New York and LA in 1920 when it was horses and carriage? People are ghosts. What we're about to see, these people are maybe ghosts at this point, but it's really deep. Go ahead. You can play it. Shout out to Divine Enlightenment. He says, peace to the God. Listening to you has expanded my worldview, and I thank you for that. You're welcome, my brother. Keep for everybody as we watch. We got pop.
Man, we watching the whole ass movie?
I want you to skip that
part. Father was
there
still
go,
asleep,
right there.
and he took care not to wake him. In the kitchen, his mother was making breakfast, and it would soon be ready. Though the boy and his family lived on a small farm, they were people of the forest. His father and brother made their living with the stroke of the axe and the pull of the saw. And today, for the first time, the boy was to work at their side in the forest.
See, when they did movies like that back then, the dude would just narrate it. It was wild the way he did it.
Yeah.
He would just narrate it while they go through it. It's crazy how they had the camera on him.
Yeah. Timmy got his day started early.
Right. Yeah, they would just, he just pour stuff in the bucket. But what's crazy is, he's cleaning out there, then he's going into the house. This is way before, no internet.
You're as old as you feel. Well, that day, the boy felt like a man, and he was ready and anxious to prove it.
What's that, scrambled eggs? Toast?
Real breakfast.
Yes, it felt good to the boy, having wonderful people for a family. His mother, Mamie, a gentle woman who gave loving care to her family. His father, Louis, a kind man who was as wise as he was strong. And his brother, Harry, who worked hard and said little.
Yo, why that look like Drake?
Together, they were the Hunter family.
Yeah, let me see.
For over 80 years, the Hunter family has owned this farm.
You do it, little.
The boy's grandfather and his father before him cleared this land and planted cotton and tobacco. But ever since James's father was old enough to lift an axe, he had been a woodsman, cutting and hauling logs. His tools were the simple tools of the forest, the axe and the two-handled saw.
I can't see.
It's right there, on the right.
Okay. People had horses back then. Lived on the car.
To James, like any other farm boy, there were two kinds of chores. Those he'd rather do, like harnessing the mare, and those he'd rather not, but did anyhow.
Let me say, you see how we were so in tune with nature?
Yeah. I mean, they still doing stuff like this today, you know? It just depends where you're at, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
There's something about the music that just makes it sound more like
Like Disney, right?
natural and magical. Yeah. Like nobody puts this kind of music in the radio in the background while they're doing this, you know?
Yeah, this is all Wizard of Oz type of.
Yeah.
And look, he brushed the fire. He poured it in. He got to work. Or she washing clothes.
Dang.
You do look like Drake a little.
The muscles he was so proud of were hardened at the pump handle and strengthened by the weight of water carried in a bucket.
Yeah, all that stuff make you strong, yo.
Yeah, it's good exercise, man.
Yeah.
You don't even feel like you're exercising, you just working. Next thing you know, you wake up, you just got a good workout in.
The hunters owned a truck for carrying the cut logs to the mill, and a mare called Lady who dragged the heavy logs from the forest. The hunters have always worked for themselves, not for wages, and their earnings depended on how hard they worked.
Yo, did y'all hear me?
What'd you say?
Oh no, I just came back. Mom and Sam beside. Then they still was riding horses back then. You can find some places like that in Cali.
Yeah.
And so on this day that James would always remember, he and his father and his brother set out for the forest. His chest swelled with pride, for today he felt like a partner
Hey, Muhammad Ali
in
or
a firm
something.
of Hunter and Sons. As every morning, Lewis Hunter stopped down the road to talk to Archie Hodges and his helper, Adams.
Hey.
Like the boy's father,
No, the Abbo's
Mr.
gonna be like, I
Hodges was
told
a
you
man
we
of
was
the
there.
forest. They were all good friends and neighbors, living by the code of the woodsman, respecting the unspoken pledge to help each other in time of need. The Hunters and the Hodges cut timber in the heart of Georgia's 20 million acres of woodland.
Well, it was in
This
Georgia.
land belongs to many people, and so the woodsman must pay each owner for the rights to cut trees on his land. It was a short trip to the tract of land where the Hunters had arranged to cut trees, but the Hodges had a little farther to go. The pine trees stood up into the sky, straight and tall. Among them were some full-grown, ripe for the woodsman's axe. A tree was chosen. It was crippled in the direction it was to fall.
That's real talk right there. Damn.
Old school.
Old school, yo. Old school, cut that shit. See, Cass, those men probably not even here anymore.
Say that again?
I said those men are probably not even here anymore.
I mean, there might be. This looks like
well,
what?
They already grown in there.
Oh yeah.
You know, this is when I think this is like 19. This is the 1940s, 50s.
1952.
1952.
Yeah.
So this early.
In Georgia.
Georgia, yeah.
Only when this first tree lay on the ground was there work that a boy could do.
So that young
Living
kid
the
could be like
trees
an
might
old man
not
right
seem
now.
important,
Yeah.
but it was help to James's father and brother. Another pair of hands swinging an axe meant more trees felled, for the boy was doing something that yesterday and the days before
We got a super chat
his
from Stranger.
elders had to do for themselves.
All right. So you can pause it, Carissa.
Stranger says the cost to own enough land to build a house and farm on is unattainable now for the average person.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I heard like you don't even need that many acres. You know what I'm saying? I think like they said like one is a lot. Because you gotta drive all the way down there and take care of all that land and stuff like that. But they own that land back then.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have a tractor to drive all the way down.
Yeah.
American dream is just a dream now.
Yeah.
Word, Stranger said American dream is just a dream now. Yeah, families don't get, because look, one thing they didn't have in there is TV. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have too much TV, but they sat at the table and they really worked together, and they got to talk. And then also that all that work was building strength in that young kid, that young boy. You know, a lot of football players tell you, man, I was down south and I was picking up, they had the axe. Boxers today, they do the axe. You know how strong the axe will make your arms? Swinging the axe, hitting that tree?
Yeah.
Word.
Oh, they got machines now where it has a grapple, and it'll just grab it, and then automatically there's a saw on the inside of the grapple, and it'll just picks it up and moves it. Picks it up and moves it. It's like crazy.
Right. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's technology came in to work with us. We know that's what we do. We make technology so we can. Somebody said they don't mind hard work; they can watch it all day.
Yeah.
All right, back to the program. And then I got another one.
Check this out.
Right.
Look at this. This machine comes around, just grabs it and cuts it at the same damn time. Look at that. Nothing.
I don't see it.
On the right.
I can't see it. Oh, I see it. I got to make my screen smaller.
See that? Look how quick that is.
Yeah.
And it already has other trees inside.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Just one at a time.
You feel like you lose something. I mean, it's so quick.
Look at that. It just trims it right there. Just eats all the leaves out. Boom. Oh, these machines are crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Deforestation.
Damn. See, when it's done that quick, that's like the internet.
Dude,
that's like
yeah. Look at that. Boom. Done. And then it'll automatically
that's so quick that the tree don't even. But hold on. That's so quick that the tree don't even get to, throw out that oxygen or whatever. It's something. It's so quick though.
Yeah.
AD, I don't think they're supposed to be knocked down that quick.
Yeah. They're still in shock.
Yeah. And there's a reason why it's tough, and it's a bark around it, and it's so strong.
Yeah.
And structured. Now we make these machines and just take them down like that. So fast.
Dude, they could level a whole acre in probably like 20 minutes. And this thing will deep branch it and everything.
Wow. That's crazy. They probably make a pencil out of
Crazy.
it too.
Yeah.
They make pencils in 5 seconds, man.
Exactly.
Come on, yo.
Look at that. Gone. Boom. Boom. Anyway. We've come a long way.
That's not cool. All right, hold that and go back into your WhatsApp. You can play some of it, but show me more on your what I wanted is go down some. No, go back down. Because we didn't finish. All right, let me see. What I want, press that one.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah. This is a school, right? I want people to see this. This is a school. And this is done, and let me introduce this one.
Okay.
This is the documentary on special reports. This is a school in the 1970s where this group of people, this lady, she went out and dug up her own neighborhood. They went and they did excavations. They did what they did their own archaeologists. They dug into the ground and they found, and it's you could do things yourself instead of depending on other people doing it. This lady, this is real. This happened in real time in Brooklyn, New York. This is very good. It's very educational for those who want to do things and learn how people dug themselves with children. Children. Hit it.
Hello.
You might say, y'all's from Brooklyn, you might see your families in it.
Oh, PS 243, and Bedford-Stuyvesant, and Africa, and all other places
where I'm from,
African
AD.
people have gone.
Oh, yeah?
What was this
I'm
place
from Bed-Stuy.
outside here once upon a time? Outside the school. What was it called? Weeksville. And that was over 150 years ago. And who lived there? What kinds of people lived in Weeksville? African people. And we say African people because we too are what kind of people? African. So all of this really belongs to us. This is ours. Bedford-Stuyvesant,
Talk about the land.
Weeksville is a part of Africa that's been moved over to where we are. Okay. This is the kind of education which is meaningful today, because we are no longer talking about history in just an isolated sense. We're trying to make history something which relates to what's happening today, because I'm sure we all feel that today we have a need for a lot of new things, especially for the survival of our children. And so we want them to know about patterns of family living as it existed in Africa, as we can find today even in South America, so that where people have lived and survived under oppression, under exploitation, how they've done this is the question that we're asking. We're standing now in Bedford-Stuyvesant in Brooklyn, New York. And what you see happening is a part of the community itself digging up its racial pride. You see Boy Scouts down there digging now, and others have been digging for the last few years, old houses that have been torn down, going down in old basements, digging out of old wells, and finding that once here in this very spot where we are, there existed a colony of black people, free people, who lived together in this place called Weeksville. And through the efforts of everyone from senior citizens to the youngest child, the community itself has been trying to revive its past and to rediscover its heritage and to use it to make themselves feel stronger and prouder of who they really are. And our project, Project Weeksville, is involved with all of these things. Urban archaeology, we're doing historical research, we're trying to find new methods of rediscovering what happened during the 19th century to the groups of black people who lived here. We're also bringing it up to date, trying to use it in education, especially with our younger children, so that we are doing teacher training, we're writing curricula, we are doing all sorts of experimental cultural programs so that we can see what really happens to people when they start themselves becoming involved in finding out who they are, and especially doing something, not just sitting reading a book about it, but digging with a pick and a shovel and going in old houses and seeing children themselves become transformed from small little capsule people into people of the whole world. Now when we say Watu Wazuri, we say beautiful people, we're talking about you. And all the things that you're going to become in this world. Like who knows what parents might become. Because we come from a long line of beautiful warriors and kings and queens. There were great kingdoms in Africa where people had libraries, where there were scholars, Monique, there were scholars, people who could read books, who wrote books, people who wrote books, the books that you read. These were all in Africa, Tracy. Now, we know a few words in Africa. We know that we are African people, no matter where we are. Now, let's say our chant that we say. Once upon a time, all the black children in the world. Okay, so that when we speak about our sisters, we say what word? All right, well, all the Dadas hold up their hands. No. All the Dada. And this doesn't mean just a certain age. This doesn't mean 5 years old or 6 years old. It means 50 years old or 30 years old. Now, what's another word? What's the word for lion? All right, well, all the symbols hold up their hands. Let me see all of my symbols. That means you are the warriors of our people. All right, let me hear you say that word again. Simba! Once more. Simba! Simba, you are the ones we will follow. We will look up to you because you're going to protect us always. Isn't that right? Yes. Aren't they handsome sisters? Yes. Don't we have some beautiful brothers? Yes. Beautiful Simba. Simba.
See, you know, it's not like that today, man. Back then, you see how genuine that was. We had real teachers, and everyone's paying attention, and they're learning genuinely. And you already know how it is probably in schools now. Kids are confused. You got teachers teaching them a whole bunch of stuff. You could be any gender you want. It's like, whoa, wait, what? Do you know what I mean? Like, times have changed, man. This is
culture. Yeah,
1971.
1971. Yep. Binary culture. This is in Brooklyn. This is happening in Brooklyn. Probably happening was not just in Brooklyn, but it probably was all over the planet because people cared. You know what I'm saying? Mothers and fathers, they cared about what their children were learning, and they were more invested into it. You had teachers who were part of they were leftovers from the revolution that took place in the 60s, and people just generally wanted to be better people. And so back then they put hands on and they would get down in there. Now she's teaching these children how to be archaeologists. They're digging in a park,
man,
and finding out ancient people. I used to work, let me tell y'all something. I used to work for a construction company where and if I was on point back then, but I'm talking about like 19. And we used to have the dolly. We used to roll up the hills in dollies. I was up in the Bronx, and I would throw the dolly, and you would catch it, the bottom of it. But we used to work in these old abandoned buildings, right? Because we was doing demolition. They had a thing called Coalition, and I saw magazines from the 20s, yo. If I was on point, like digging in these old houses under the tar, you know how hard tar and under the floors. I'm talking about these buildings, nobody lived in it. But I would see these relics because people build on top of each other. You know, history is underground. The deeper you go underground, the more history you'll find.
Yeah.
They were leveled. There are civilizations that they were civilizations, but they are buried deep beneath in the subways of our planet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in the sub downward. That's why they probably say sub-Saharan, because it's going when you go deep down.
Yeah.
And you find out there were civilized people that were walking around, and they knew mathematics. They dealt with, you know, trading systems, schools of thought. You know, crazy incredible stuff. But this is where people were invested, so they would come and they would hook up. Back in these days, they had like a energy feel. You see, Elohim's out.
Yeah.
No, I call it Elohim. They're Afro.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes when your ether is and you connect it, sometimes you start turning into a microphone. A microphone is to amplify your voice. So as a foam on it, come on, you can add on to it because you're a technologist.
Yeah.
But this is a spiritual thing. Like Afro's like amplified microphone. So you're speaking, the universe is speaking through you, and you can only communicate. It doesn't have to be actually words, it's in your works and what you do. So when you're doing the work, then you're actually amplifying what the universe is doing. That's taking care of our planet and making it greater than it started out, or adding on to it, as we say.
Nice. Let's see. Robert Johnson says, this shit almost made me cry.
Hey,
Solar,
boy.
Solar Fact says, we need that exact same vibe from the teachers of today and that same curriculum and style of teaching.
Man, those type of teachers, bro. Yo, Miss Mame Harvey. You had those teachers, they be having the chains. They be having the afro, they have the glasses with the chains around. A little chain that come down. And it's like, yo, that's a real teacher, because they invest into you because they want to see you do right.
Yeah.
I was telling some of these coaches today, man, and these teachers, these leaders of our people, like you said, AD, they don't really have that investment because everything is selfish now. Everything is about what I want, but they was trying to make the world better.
Yeah.
Imagine just doing that.
It's crazy to say that back then was better than today, because we're supposed to be making progress. But for us to be like, oh, it was better back then is saying something. I mean, it's the same with music. There's so much music that was better back then.
Ooh, give yourself a bomb, brother.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You compare the teaching of back then compared to the teaching of today. Wow, back then was better. You compare the hip hop and rap of back then compared to the hip hop and rap of today. I'm speaking about the 90s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just no comparison. And it's like, are we ever going to go back to that with music and with teaching?
I think things is in the cipher. It goes around. Like, in the bad part, but in a good way, it's like the brothers and sisters from the 60s. This is what they remind me of a little bit. You have Juice WRLD dying, taking pills. Everybody's doing the scissor. They don't do scissor. They do Percocet, whatever. I don't know the new type of terms, but a lot of them, like Amy Winehouse, the 21 Club or something like that, they passed away. Jimi Hendrix. I believe that these children are like almost got the same type of vibe.
Yeah.
So, Extension, they have a word that they're expressing to the world, and sometimes the world can't hear them. So, they evaporate, but the word's still there. But the body demise comes, and is only spoken to those who can hear. Those with an ear can hear. And sometimes in some other languages, ear and heart means the same thing, or ear and the brain means the same thing. So when you hear with your heart, just like gut and your brain mean the same thing, food for thought. So in certain languages, from certain people, it means the same thing. We're just people that's passing language through. This is not our original tongue. We're speaking this language, but our expression is what is really about. We express, and whatever we express could come back to us, because what we put out is a Tai Chi law. It's the law of attraction. So whatever you put out on the law of karma, the Vedic brothers came with that. The Vedic teachers wrote the karmic law. And they said, well, whatever you come out comes back, you know, as above, so below, as within, without. So us sharing these things as beings of expressions that use language to our best ability. There are certain words they say that you can't even say, but there's only a feeling, you know. Some people say, I can't describe the way I'm feeling, and then tears come out. And then they tell you the tears of joy. It's like, wow, this person is crying tears of joy. See, things can reverse on you when you have expression like that.
Oh, I've had that.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's usually if something's beautiful. If you, like, certain movies, certain situations, if it's so beautiful, it moves you, you can get tears of appreciation. Imagine that, tears of appreciation. To where you're feeling like, usually it's in certain movies where there's the music's combined with the story and, you know, the scene is just right. You know, we all have our movies that do that. You know, impact.
Yeah.
You know, usually it's montages. Some montages are designed like that with music and words and stuff like that. You put the right montage together, you put the right images together, it's almost dreamlike, and you could move a person. That's what makes, you know, art so valuable, is if it has the ability to create emotion. It doesn't have to be a good emotion. If, you know, some stuff that's able to scare you, if it can move you in some way, there's an emotional, you know, reaction to that. That's art. You know,
there's a movie, I think it was Kid, where the dude thought he was he was high off of some substance, but he was playing a video game while he was high. And in the video game, it killed his character, right? So what he expressed, because he was so, I don't know if it was mushrooms, but he was attached to the character.
Sounds like mushrooms. We got iPhone joining the
Yeah. So that's cool. So he was stunned. I think it was Bully. The movie was Bully.
Okay.
Check out Bully. And what it brings back to Old Dirty Bastard, because Old Dirty did the soundtrack for Bully.
Oh, what?
You see how everything on the craft comes in because we have the word craft. So craft is not just a model that you send off. It could be something that you do, something that you can work, some type of magic or anything like that.
It was 2001?
Yeah. Bully is 1990. The movie, put in the movie Bully. Yeah, there you go.
The top one, right?
Disturbing. Dope movie though.
I can't show the preview, but I can.
Don't show. Yeah, exactly.
I can skim through it.
It's very disturbing. It's crazy, crazy flick, man. But Dirty did the whole soundtrack with him. Shout out to my man, Masterful. He was on there too with Dirt.
Looks like a Dazed and Confused type of show.
It's Miami crazy stuff. Is about a kill. You know, these children, they went out, they killed, one of them killed each other. He was half, you know, semi, you know, on the other side. It's a crazy movie. Good, it's good though. I would suggest you go, you know, you watch it. But in the movie, what I'm just saying, what you were saying, expression, those beautiful expressions that come out. Peace. Oh, Crip Jesus, what up, Lord?
Peace to God.
Peace.
Crip Jesus, aka iPhone.
I gotta read through my thing, man.
You do, man. You do. That's a priority.
I don't be on Zoom. Hey, I really preserve my Zoom flex for Killah Pete. You know, Killah Priest, man. I'm only, you know.
I'm gonna keep calling you iPhone until you change that.
I feel you. That's no excuse. You're right. Let me go. Okay, you're right.
I mean, you don't gotta do it right now. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we just watching this old flick, but it was just crazy how they was building. They even got one. I want to show one. There was back in the days in Compton. You know what I'm saying? How they were building up in the Watts. poets.
I ain't gonna lie. Okay, that's what you was doing because I was watching. I said, "Was he showing all this?" Okay, yeah. Let's get it.
Yeah. You started
Hey,
to
what
catch
you know
on to
about?
it.
I'm in watch right now.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Dro. Yeah, Dro brought me to watch. You know Dro? Hi, Dro.
Yeah, I know Dro.
What part are you in? I'm over here in the PJs.
Yeah,
the Imperial
he
Court.
probably not there. Yeah, he brought me over there. And the Watch poets from back in the day.
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
So you up on the secret hip hop history? They was rapping already out here. You know, dude,
I don't say too much.
I can't say nothing. I won't make all the New York niggas hot.
I don't say too much, but it's some heavy history. So I was just showing that because I was looking through a lot. Now, I'm about to travel, and so I couldn't be there. Right there to hit him in there because I got that one too though for you. Word. But yeah, we're just building on those degrees that's in there. But yes, I want your take on it too, because that lady with the fro, we don't have teachers like that. She went out there and said, "Yo, get up in there and I'm gonna dig in." You can show a little bit more. You can build on it too.
All right. Yeah.
Go ahead, AD.
Program including Black historical research, scientific study of the remains, and a different approach to educating Black children. Working on Project Weeksville along with Director Barbara Jackson, a former Syracuse University professor, our brother Robert Swan, research scientist in charge of historical research, and William Harley, a longtime resident in charge of the archaeological digging.
But this is one of the old jars that was dug up across the street in Weeksville. This here army boot came out of an attic of a house across the street. This was a Civil War. This here is a shoe lace for a small child. In those days, the father used to mend the children's shoes, which is known as cobbling. This here is a chimney sweep. The Indians call it a bison. Well, this here was let down in the chimney from the top of the roof. Then the guy in the bottom would pull down, and the fellow on the roof would pull up and down. That's how they got the soot out of the chimney.
We can also say that we're trying to dig out Black pride by investigating the history of Weeksville. Because here we have a community, a Black community that existed approximately in the early 1830s that was apparently self-contained.
I know.
Here on the map you can see we have the small community is located right about here, where you have a colored school, you have two churches, a Baptist church and African Methodist church, you have an African Civilization Society branch, you also have a Howard Orphan Asylum, and you have a home for the aged, all existing within this small community in Bedford-Stuyvesant about 125 years ago. The white press characteristically described Weeksville as a rundown, drunken, dirty, infested community. But historical research evidently shows that this is not really true. The fact that you have at least half a dozen social and economic institutions where the blacks ran and administered these institutions themselves sort of contradict this.
The most important document uncovered by Mr. Harley's group is this constitution and bylaws of an organization called the Abyssinian Benevolent Daughters of Esther Association.
Well, this was found in the attic of a house across the street, 1601 Dean Street.
What was it, the Abyssinian?
Come on.
Let you get that.
Hey, that's just
go ahead.
Well, wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
That's just like I was arguing with this other dude, right? We was talking about Zionism, and then he was like, man, they stole that too. I said, man, you go too far. But then we brought the picture of the Moorish Zionist movement. I seen them, the dude, what's his name? Mordecai something, like, yeah, man. Man, bro. We've been over here doing it for a minute, right? And this goes back to when I get to popping about, I be talking a lot about the Gullah Geechee and the different wars and different cultures. And some dudes be like, are you trying to say slavery never happened? Are you trying to say the Aboriginal world? I said, that's too absolute or too trying to, make the story one parallel. It's just this simple, bro. Mm. It's like the degree, you know what I mean? We keep the best part. You feel what I'm saying? Why is the devil settled on the best part of planet Earth? You feel what I'm saying? Because that there'd be no peace. And he put him on the worst part, get the best part preserved for himself. We keep the best part preserved for ourselves. So when we look back in our history, or when we look back at self, we got to start looking for the best part. You feel me? Because think about it. He could have just accepted whatever they said in the official report. Oh, this is what it is. He went and looked for the best part. You feel me? And that's dealing with belief. And I feel like that goes in today's mathematics. Today being knowledge, understanding what brings rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. They continue daily to teach that 85 that all that you see, such as rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes, come from that God that no one will ever be able to see until he dies. You know what I'm saying? This is believed by 85%. The 10% know that no man ever died and come back tell the living whether he's lying or not.
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Indeed.
You know what I mean? But it says all the history of Islam, there's never been you know what I'm saying? Evidence of a man dying and coming back. Only mentally. So when you saying, man, they lied and told you it was ran down, it was this, that, and the other. This is what it really was. That's a mental resurrection. And that's what we need, bro. That's what brothers like you are, because when we sitting here with the hip hop, because let's be real, it's even other dudes that talk deep and all that, but how many of them are using that to create a platform to not even just push an agenda like, this is what I believe, this is what y'all believe. No, I want you to start critically thinking. We're going to put all type of topics here. We're going to go deep. We're going to take, you feel what I'm saying? It's a mental resurrection, God. That's what he was giving them there. They had them think they was from a ghetto. They wasn't even a ghetto at first.
Ran schools, everything in it, but the history was buried. That's crazy. Go ahead, AD.
Like our history is buried. Just like our history is buried.
The order of the Abyssinian Daughters of Esther, a group started by black women, because in those days the whites wouldn't insure no blacks in the insurance company. So they formed this organization of their own.
The bylaws, for example, stated that persons had to contribute, let's say, 50 cents a month to the organization.
I want to hear the name of the women again, right there. Yeah, they were called the Abyssinians, Women of Esther.
Benevolent Daughters of Esther Association.
Well, this was found in the attic of a house across the street in 1601 Dean Street. The order of the Abyssinian Daughters of Esther, a group started by black women.
Abyssinian Daughters of Esther.
In those days, the whites wouldn't insure no blacks in the insurance company. So they formed this organization of their own.
The bylaws, for example, stated that persons had to contribute, let's say, 50 cents a month to the organization. And if anyone got sick, they were entitled to, let's say, $2 a month until they were well or out of bed. They were also had provisions for burial benefits. Like each member who died was allowed $20 for burial.
Abyssinian Daughters of
Mr. Harley's weekly visit to the classroom is a source of great delight to the children and serves to introduce them to the history of their community.
How are we going to sing our song? What's the name of the song? Mr. Dooley was a fisherman, and every time he used to come up around Troy Avenue when I was your age, he used to sing this song, Mr. Dooley.
Oh, Mr. Dooley! Oh, Mr. Dooley! Oh, Mr. Dooley, Dooley, yeah.
Now, it seems like this is pretty far away from history, but this is really the kind of history we're talking about, because we take the children in this Weeksville project with all these different components that we have. We take them back to Africa, and they learn about their heritage, and then they learn about other things that have happened to African people around the world. And then, most important and most significant to them, I think, is that we can bring it right here in Bedford-Stuyvesant, so that these children in this school can look outside the window and say, you know, once upon a time, not too long ago, we had a community here of people, and they can see the kinds of things that Mr. Harley can show you, that he's been digging up, that the people actually used. And then they can translate this in their imaginative ways. Like these are some surviving houses from Weeksville, which have been made into historical landmarks.
A lot of people in Brooklyn been in here a long time, never seen this place. They never heard of it. These old houses were built around 1820 to 1830. The Landmark Commission has just made these houses a historical landmark. And our intentions are to preserve these old houses and make a museum out of it, so we'll have a black museum in the Bedford-Stuyvesant area.
One of the objectives of historical research is
hold on, that's what Biggie don't lie for Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Bed-Stuy, yeah. I got some cousins from Bed-Stuy.
You got, oh yeah?
I got two cousins. They from out here though now. We didn't turn them out. But yeah. But they grew up in Bed-Stuy though, where's Bond? My cousin August and Michelle, yeah.
And the yeah, exactly. Main flow.
But see, New York got Bed-Stuy, and a lot of dudes don't know that Central Park used to be Seneca Village. That was a whole African town, bro. You feel me?
Yep.
And now that you out here in LA, let me drop this one on you, because I know you've been to Manhattan Beach, right?
Yes.
Okay, Manhattan Beach.
I used to live out there.
Man, Manhattan Beach is actually Bruce Beach. It's a brother. It's a black family with the last name Bruce. Come to find out, people used to own that, and they just sued them. Killah, go look that up. They just did the lawsuit on them.
Wow.
For like $20 million, and they won.
I'm gonna send AD something else. Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
And they won. Bruce Beach.
You got Cover Boy in the building.
Let's see him. Shout out to Cover Boy. Hold up.
Shout out to Cover Boy.
Sure.
Peace, everybody. How you all good?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna send you this one, AD.
Cover Boy come in like a real MC. He's like, y'all everybody doing good tonight?
Hold up.
How's everybody doing?
We good. Hey, play this one. I'm gonna send this one. And you can go in on this. So check this one out. I just sent it to you, AD.
Yep, pulling it up right now. 1971.
Compton was the American
Special report.
I got them all. Let's go.
American dream. Sunny.
I'm gonna bring it back. Here we go.
Compton was the American dream. Sunny California, with a palm tree in the front yard, the camper, the boat. Temptingly close to the Los Angeles ghetto in the 50s and 60s, it became the black American dream. Open housing paved the way as middle-class blacks flooded into the city. Whites don't buy houses in Compton anymore. Now, with 74% of the population, black power is the fact of life, from banks to bowling alleys. But the dream that many blacks thought they were buying has turned sour. Though the mayor and 4 out of 5 city councilmen are black, they have been unable to solve the problems of crime and growing welfare, which is slowly turning suburban Compton into an extension of the black inner city. Crime is now as high as the ghetto. 47 homicides last year gave Compton one of the highest per capita rates in the country. Juvenile gang activity, muggings, small robberies make some blacks want to leave. Compton officials blame outsiders for much of their crime problem, but there is general agreement the police force is undermanned. When the gang problem got out of hand in the high schools, parents volunteered to help tutor and counsel students, and the situation cooled. But crime is just one of Compton's unique problems. Poor families, many on welfare, moved to the suburb expecting to find work. Instead, they found unemployment, and the welfare rolls have grown. City leaders have tried to stop the trend. 2 years ago, they annexed 540 acres of industrial park, a new source of factories, taxes, and potential jobs.
But there is yet another reason some blacks are moving out of Compton. Rising taxes may be a complaint found in every suburb, but Compton has an additional problem. Low-income housing attracts families from the inner city. Many are unable to keep up mortgage payments, and when the homes are abandoned, the property declines. Suddenly, the middle-class black, who moved here in the first place to get away from the problems of the ghetto, would like to move again. It is ironic for the whites who stayed in Compton, now watching both whites and blacks moving out. They wanted this city, now they've got it. Black leaders say they got the shell of a city at the bottom of a 20-year economic decline. City leaders know the problems, and they have programs working on them. But in 6 years of control, they have learned there are no magic solutions just because blacks are in power. Bill Curtis, CBS News, Compton, California.
That was it?
Nah,
I mean, they said a mouthful, a handful.
That was a news.
They said a lot.
Well, everything
they didn't say a lot of words, but they said a lot. You know what I'm saying? You read between the lines, man.
Yeah, you gotta. There you go. That's right. Always got to read between the lines. That was it. That actually was talking about, because if you go on, I didn't really look at the whole thing of that, because I just saw that on a special report from 1970. What was that? What year was that?
71.
Yeah, 71. That's before Raymond. That's around Raymond, Washington, and they organized. And then Chucky Williams. They very educated. They came and they organized the groups and tried to get it back together after the crib. I mean, you can break it down better than me.
Okay, well, no, what was going on was this. You got it. So, 69, January 69 was the end of the Black Panther Party LA chapter, because basically Bunchy Carter got assassinated like late 68, early 69, and then that's when they had that shootout with the LAPD, which is the reason why they even created SWAT in America. It was like a 4-hour shootout over there on 41st and Central. After that, they literally, bro, arrested all the Black Panthers in LA after that. So you gotta look at it. All these youngsters that was getting fed by them and watching them walking around with the jackets and the guns, and they used to bust on the police. So it's like it ain't even just like how we think of like Black Power. It's like the hot shit, like how we like being the hottest new rapper, the gangbanger. Like, oh, they just locked up everybody. They got Carter. They got it. Oh, nigga, I'm Butchie now. Fuck that. Ooh, ooh. Like all the youngsters is turned up. Like fuck that. You know, free the homies. And then also they were feeding the kids, man. So this was a big void in a lot of those kids' lives. A lot of them kids used to wake up in the morning and go, kick knowledge with them and eat the food. That was a lot of the foundation of the neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, 69, that void was made and it was filled to a degree with Crip. Now they wasn't feeding no kids. I'm not gonna lie. These are the kids. You feel what I'm saying? These are the kids that was getting fed, trying to feed themselves now. So with that being said, by 71, Crip is really just now even entering into Compton. Now it's there already in 69 and 70, but it just started. Meaning that, hear me out, KP, there's no Compton Crip, East Side, West Side Crip. That division hasn't existed yet. Their numbers aren't deep enough. You feel me? These are the first Crips. You feel what I'm saying? So by 70, 71, that era they talking about, that's when you would get like it's got it's getting bigger now. It's got structure. You know what I'm saying? It's the East Side, it's the West Side, Tookie. It's the what's the dude? I forget his name. But the first place they went in Compton was the Grannies. Was the Grannies so it's called GBC, Granny Block Crip. And a lot of people say that's where the Sacramento's, Garden Block Crip, like GBC. So the California thing, it all started right there in the 70s, like you said. But here's what happened with Compton, bro. Compton is a very good example of when they don't tell the whole story. So they want to make it like black, ooh, black. the black came and look what happened. The black cat.
Yeah, the way he was saying that. Yeah. He was saying
right?
like blacks and the whites, because they were so raw back. They was like the blacks came in and then the rights. It almost sounded like he was trying to say the rights, right? The right to live, the right to fight. Come on, man.
Look,
yeah, go ahead.
Look, when Compton first started getting any black residents, they had a white flight where it was like a lot of empty houses and shit because a lot of whites left. And they didn't just leave and left everybody alone. They started coming back like attacking still. That's when you got like the spook hunters. That's when the gangs really got tougher, you feel what I'm saying? And then you had also what they don't talk about is they were literally gangbanging. Like they was literally like dressing up and shooting motherfuckers to the point that the Compton Police Department the Compton Police Department was gangbanging so hard, bro.
AD is stupid.
The Compton Police Department was gangbanging so hard that they shut them down. I think they barely even got opened back up. When I was growing up, KP, it wasn't no CPD. It was only the sheriffs. Because the CPD was so corrupt, they were shut down before I was even born.
Yeah.
I was born in the 80s, at the height of gangbanging. At the height of gangbanging in the 80s, Compton didn't even have no police. They only had sheriffs because they police was so corrupt. They shut them down.
Wow.
So that's the part they're not talking about. They went on a full-fledged attack against, quote-unquote, Black Compton. Because Compton is the first place in California to ever have a Black mayor.
Like Bethlehem. Yeah, exactly.
And they hated that shit.
But see, what you're doing is you flipped it around. It was a beautiful Crip Jesus. It's like, come on, man. You can't knock that.
Amen.
I want to ask, since he's sitting up in the middle, he's quiet the whole time. You watching the documentary? Shout out to Cover Boy. What's good? What you got to say about what you said?
I don't know.
Did you see the one in the Best Eye when the lady was digging up the her own archaeologist, the teacher?
Yeah, sir. I've never in my entire life seen a documentary like that ever. So that's something new to me, and it's educational, and I'm glad I did. And I'm glad you shared that with a lot of people. That's like lost archives that people don't look up and that people need to download, because eventually you won't be able to find stuff like that anymore. They're going to get rid of it. That's how.
Come on, CB. He know what he's talking about.
You see what I'm saying, right. Jesus?
Give him a bomb. Give him a bomb.
This is how smart he is, right? You would think it's digital time. Everything's forever. You're never going away, right? It's digital. But CB can be a witness. Cover Boy, in the last 10 to 20 years, compare, because we ain't no young little whippersnappers. Compare it back to when we was coming up and you would go look through the box of some shit and see some old pictures or see an old video of you smacking an old girl or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that now. Now that everything's digital, I can't find shit from 2 years ago, nigga. As soon as I lose a phone or something, it's a wrap. As soon as I post enough shit on social media, I'm done with them pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was telling my I'm gonna let you go, Cover Boy, but I was telling my niece, the old album covers, you could just digitize them now and put them in the cloud. So you don't even have the old, what was it? Minnie Rippleton stumbled on this photograph, almost made me laugh back down memory lane. So now you can just put the memory lane into the cloud, and you can always have it digitized. Grandma's big album book, you don't even need, you gotta just take it from grandma. I know you had it, but you can just scan it now and put it up in the computer. That way it'd be up in there.
Yeah, but they can also, that means all it takes is one click, one button, one missed code, one bad password is gone. Ooh. That shit is crazy, bro.
You saw a history by Oral?
Hey, I'm about to make y'all laugh. I'm about to go upstairs and grab my photo album. I still make photo albums. I have to guilty pleasure.
That's fire. That's the archives. Go ahead.
Because I did all that time in prison, so I always want to have like the photo out there to show the proof. Like, y'all got me fucked up. I was out here fucking these bitches. You know what I'm saying? I was out here. I already wrote the Blue Bible out here. Y'all got me.
Yeah.
You know, that's that prison part of my brain still.
Yep. Let's not dress up our language so much. Let's keep it like
yes, sir.
clean.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yo, go ahead, cover boy.
Nah, like, you know, it's kind of strange, Killah Priest. I put this in the chat when you were showing the video. I was like, it's interesting. And I think AD kind of shed some light in regards to this topic too. It's funny how the women were actually like teaching the children.
Hey.
Yeah, you always got to look out. You always got to look at the background of what's going on and look at the type of conversations they were having.
Right.
I don't think conversation like that exists anymore. It's almost as if, I don't know if it's because of technology, but it seems like almost like our intellects, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people, like, it's like, and it's laughable. It's like completely laughable. It's like a joke because you saw that video, you could feel it. It was a sense of community in that video, right? You could tell.
Yeah.
You can tell, but I guarantee you, and again, to each their own, somewhere in the middle of that, then feminism came in.
Ooh.
Yeah. You could just tell. But that's neither here nor there. No, you could sense it. You could sense it, Killah Priest, man. It seemed more, it's almost as if, and I'm speaking from the outside looking in. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like almost as if from the outside looking in, it seems like the Black American, and I hate to say that term because I know the brother's ancestral background, but the way how America is, I see the brothers as Americans. Some Native Americans more than so. So with that being said, it seems like the Black family structure is more like, it's not collectivist. It's not collectivist anymore. It seems like more so individualistic in a sense. It's like everybody is out for themselves. And the brothers, I hate to say it, like if you like, even with TV, the brothers aren't being valued like that, man. And then the good brothers have to suffer. TV is like promoting the decline of the brothers and sisters from the States. And if people buy into that, that's them. That's them. Me, I have cultural reasons and religious reasons why I can't participate in that agenda like that. But other than that, that's all it is to it. I appreciate the video. And Crip Jesus, I gotta ask you a question. Crip Jesus, you still there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Do you own a casino? Like, are you a native? You said you're a Native American. You said you from Gullah Geechee. Where your casino at? I still ain't seen you all at the casino. So you can't elaborate on that?
No,
most Native Americans got casinos, right?
What'd you say?
I said most Native Americans got casinos, right? You can't elaborate why.
No, Gullah Geechee is not Native American.
What are y'all?
Gullah Geechee.
Which is what?
It's we can get into that, bro. It ain't the topic right now, but it's a mixture.
No,
but it goes back to Africa.
I just want to know, because I would like to understand you more to still see if I'll be a patron of your book. You see what I'm saying? If I'm still going to actually purchase your book from you. So I would actually like to know what a Gullah Geechee is. Are you talking about the Gucci tribe, the real tall Africans from back then? Is that who you talk? Does that derive from that? Because there was a group of Africans they used to call Gucci people.
No, Gullah.
So y'all are Native Americans. What are y'all?
We were here prior to the European discovery, but we go back to Africa though. But but that's the difference with me. My line goes to France. But the point is that to understand that, like I explained in the book, that at the time we're talking about, the type of people we're talking about went from what would be considered today, you know what I mean, like Scotland, Ireland, all the way down through what would be Portugal, Spain in the time of Al-Andalus, then to Morocco, Mauritania, down, you know, like west coast of Africa. So this was all, you know, what they call Berber people, like coastal, the North African, West African, and then even right there in them parts of Europe, you know. But this wasn't like a man who necessarily looked like me. You dig what I'm saying? He's my great grandfather, but it's like it's nationality. But see, here's the thing though. This is why I'm controversial, because there's if you go like online and all that, they'll have the Gullah Geechee. It's like weird. Like they have us as a tribe. They admit we was here before, but they'll say that, you know, they're African slaves. And then it's like, well, so what, you gave the slaves land? Like, doesn't make any sense, right? So it's like, so this is where you have to understand it's controversial. We were considered extinct until 1999. You feel me? They just recognized this after going to the and then me, I'm from LA, brother. Like I wasn't raised up in the Gullah Geechee culture. You know, the actual tribe goes from Jacksonville, North Carolina, down to Jacksonville, Florida. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, it has to do with American history. It's not really something about like, you know, being Indian and all this bullshit, you know, that you hear on YouTube. It's about a real history. You know, you have Muskegees out here. You have Seminole. It's bigger than just me yelling Gullah Geechee all day. There's plenty of other people that look just like us that was part of the same history at the same time. As a matter of fact, what you see, when you see, okay, Gullah Wars, the Gullah Wars is going to start at 1739. That's before the USA starts. USA starts 1776. So if you want to be technical, yeah, native. If you want to be technical, but it started as revolution. It started when the British was coming over here. We was killing their ass. We was fighting back. And those that were kidnapped and those that were captives that came along that we didn't like what was going on, or those of us that did maybe committed crime and served or worked for somebody and didn't like how they handled the kid, would attack. It's called the Stono Rebellion, 1739. In response to the Stono Rebellion, they passed the Negro Act in 1740. So after the Negro Act was passed, but this all goes back to the Yamasee War of 1715.
Yo.
Feel me?
Yo. Here's one tribe that they forgot about.
Huh.
The tribe called Quest.
Come on.
Go ahead, listen. Q-Tip, Pipe Dog, the tribe called Quest. Let's go. Yeah. Go ahead, 8. I'm sorry to cut your language.
Yeah, Craig Jesus. I read a long time ago. Now, Priest, I don't know. That was the first cassette tape I ever owned. Was People's Instinct. I think it was People's Instinctive Travels, or something like that, from '89. Tribe Called Quest. That's the first cassette tape my older brother ever gave me. But I was in limbo. It's between that one and Midnight Marauders, and then the second one, Low End Theory. That one was good too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
on that. I like the first one.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I like them all, man. Tribe Called Quest. Shout out to the Tribe Called Quest.
Priest, you ever notice that the same logo that a Tribe Called Quest would use That's the same logo that Outkast had on their CDs back then. The woman with the Afro puffs and the breast and everything. It was the same woman. She was just a pimped out version of one. Tribe Called Quest, that woman had the bald head and she was like multicolored and stuff. But the one with Outkast, she had the Afro puffs.
Really?
Yeah.
Tribe and the Out, right? Tribe and the Cast.
Right.
Tribe Cast Quest. Yeah, Tribe Called Quest. You gotta try to put them together.
I think they did something.
Dog, yeah,
I think they did something before.
I'm gonna cut you. I just came back. Word. Go ahead, AD. Finish the other film real quick, and y'all can build on it. You remember, anytime I got something to say, y'all want them to stop, just tell them to stop. Go ahead. This back to bed style. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Lonnie Cox, COX. Right. You mentioned to me before that you'd like to leave Compton. Why?
Well, like I said before, I'm looking for better things. You know, I don't want to stay still.
Not that one, the first one.
Since most of Black history is not recorded in primary sources, we've developed a method whereby we are interviewing our senior citizens
so you look like Lynn Swan,
in an attempt to extract the memories of the past, the memories of Black history from their minds and put it on paper.
Well, they just said it was an old-time colored neighborhood and that the proud colored people came there and they were very independent and they was trying to make a way of their own, and ordinary, like what we call today, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. You know, my father drove a coach along a Hunterfly Road. Now they call it Hunterfly Place. And my father was alive today, he'd be about 120-some years old. And when he came from Ohio, he was a coachman, and he wore those boots looked like patent leather boots and fancy pants and a long frock tail coat and a high hat and a big long whip. And the carriage that he drove, just like say that a roadster, you would say that was the doctor's car, roadster that he run in. They call it a runabout. There just was one seat in there. Yeah. And he would get in there, the doctor would throw the bag in there, and he'd say, Kearns, take me over to such a place in Brooklyn, down Flatbush. Go through Hunterfly Road to make a shortcut to King's Highway. That was a shortcut that used to run right all the way over, across this place here, Fulton Street, and down into Williamsburg. Yeah. I can picture and see it too, just as well as good as today. Of course, I'm not all that old though now. I'm in my 70s, that's all.
All that stuff you talk about is genderfied like a mother. It was crazy. It's supposed to be like for, but it's ginger. Ginger, you put all type of spice on it. It's supposed to be a good thing, but you know what I mean, try to clean up the neighborhoods. But some of the tradition, man, you gotta soak some of that raw essence of that, you know, that life of that's in it, that virtue that's a part of the people. Man, you can't even feel. I mean, you can only feel it. You can't see it no more. Fast time thing. Those old sayings. You know about any old sayings, AD?
I mean, not like that.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Yes, right. Good.
It's an agenda. That's what I keep saying. And again, if you're a Black American, whomever you choose to date is whom you choose to date. But it's an agenda. You let the brothers and the sisters let people in their neighborhoods. And I'm cool with integration at the same time, but then it's always a catch with something. Honestly, my honest opinion, I suggest all the brothers pack their bags and leave. The sisters too.
And go where?
Eventually, I'm gonna do it. I got a home back in West Africa. I got homes in China. It's better for the brothers and the sisters pack their bag, go back to Africa. Let America feel how it is without a Black person.
Are you saying the Great Migration? Like a Great Migration Part 2?
Please, because the brothers are gonna. Not everybody. The brothers are gonna complain every day because it's real out there. If America woke up one day and every single black person left, a person of color that considered themselves quote unquote African American, you know how boring this place would be. You know how boring it would be. But this is where, and then here's the thing about me, because I'm on the outside looking in. I trust people. I don't look at people's color. I know what they're capable of and what they can get away with in regards to their color, but I look at their spirit and their soul. So I'm like, I look at people that way. If you ever think about it, like it's common sense. Anytime a colored person comes up with a new slang, like what's the new slang? Well, people have been saying it for a while. It was just a different terminology. They're saying 100. They're saying that, right? It got to be a person, most likely a brother, that generated that term or brought it into the limelight. How come he didn't copyright it? Now, all of a sudden, you're seeing people walking around with t-shirts that say that. Who's making the money off of that? It's not the brother that came up with that term. I mean, Priest, the way that Black Americans are viewed is like this. This is what I was told. I was told a Black man will eat, a Black man will sleep, a Black man is gonna have sex. Black Americans are viewed as barbarians. And they know.
So what do you consider yourself? You're not Black American?
No, man. God, no.
So you don't got an American ID?
Don't take that.
You don't got an American ID?
Let me finish.
Do you have American ID?
Let me finish, brother. Don't go there.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Jesus, I could shelve you in 5 seconds. I don't want to go there out of respect because Killah Priest is here, right?
Go where? I just asked, do you have American ID?
Let me finish. All right, hold tight for me. Hold fast. Pause. This is where I have a problem with slavery. Because if every single brother and sister was to pack their bags and go back to the motherland, they don't know what particular tribe or area they come from. Forget that DNA testing, 21andMe or whatever you call that shit, because all that is there to do is to get you hemmed up for crimes that your ancestors committed long time ago. Say if you got a family member that murked somebody like 20 years ago, they do a DNA test, you trying to find out where you come from, I got me one. Police done got you. They done found out your ancestor, where they come from. That is my only issue with brothers and sisters going back to Africa. They don't know what particular tribe and area they come from. Africa ain't just a bunch of Black people. It's a gang of people. It's a gang of people. You got light-skinned Black people. You got purple Black people. You got blue Black people. You got brown Black people. You got Black people. Like, come on, yo. It ain't that simple.
Yo, back. My bag. I had to bounce for a minute, man. Word. Yeah. I'm back with.
Now, Crip Jesus over here talking about if I got an American ID. Let me
what happened?
Let me keep it quiet.
American ID.
Yeah, man. Hey, he must have forgot when I had to save him on that TV show we was on with Dr. Enki. I gave him the ghetto pass to get through and prove his point correct. What type of American ID you saw then? You saw an Afro-Asiatic Black name, not then you Crip Jesus. You don't want to go there with me, brother. I'll smoke your boots now, because it's on camera.
All right, come on. What are you talking about, man? Listen. Hold on. Where yeah, I'm here. I'm back, SL. Let's get back to the bill. Where we at, AD?
Standing by. You want me to go back to the video?
Yeah.
Well, that's about all that I can remember, because I stayed at my job more or less because there was more cars. I used to walk from down South Brooklyn all the way down to Coney Island. Sometimes I pick up $3, $4, $5 a day at a quarter a shot. A man would be stuck with his car, and I stand by and I said, so-and-so is wrong with it. And I call that automobile psychology. And then finally the man look up and say, hey, young fella, you know anything, what's wrong with this thing? And I say, sure, you want me to start it? He says, sure. And I'd get out my hammer, screwdriver, and a pair of pliers. They each used to cost $10 a piece in those days. And the screwdriver was iron. Some of it had wood on it. The pliers was nothing, but I'd fix anything what was wrong with it and get it started. And when I got through, he said, oh, how much I owe you, young fellow, with a big smile on his face? I said, 25 cents. 25 cents? It only took you 15 minutes, gee whiz.
The idea of Project Weeksville is to help the children see the continuity of black history, linking Africa to Weeksville, and then to present-day Brooklyn. Here they recreate African village scenes. The Simbas, or brothers, bring their day's catch of fish in their boats. Then the Dadas, or sisters, come to the riverbank and receive the fish. Finally, all join in a dance of celebration. Study of our African heritage is designed to instill in the children an awareness of their cultural past and will generate a pride in being black. This should in turn help them in dealing with their everyday life problems. The now infamous Irish draft riots of 1863 took place in New York City at the beginning of the Civil War. Thousands of blacks were murdered in the bloodiest riot in American history. Weeksville was the black community to which many blacks escaped to safety.
Can I say something, AD, real quick? That's in the movie Gangs of New York, but they don't show that part when they brought out the priest, I believe, the Rabbit family. You ever saw the Gangs of New York? Am I saying it right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Gangs of New York was no, not Gangs of New York. What I'm talking about with the butcher. What's the name of the movie, chat?
I seen Gangs of New York.
That is? Huh?
I seen Gangs in New York.
Yeah, with the butcher, right?
I ain't never seen the butcher.
Well, I'm tripping. It had the butcher in there, and then the rabbit with Leo with Leo. What's the name of that movie, y'all?
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah. I'm looking for the chat room.
You're not talking about Wolf of Wall Street.
Nah. Dead Rabbits. Yeah, exactly. Dead Rabbit Society. What was the name of that movie?
Dead Poet Society?
Nah, that was the name of the crew. It was called the Dead Rabbits. Gangs in New York. Yeah, we right.
Gangs in New York.
Yeah, you're right. It don't seem like, because I'm thinking of Al Pacino. What was the name of that one then? The one with Al Pacino. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Yes, because if you ain't seen that movie, Fighting Irish and the yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, Gangs in New York.
Yeah, you're right. You got it. That was crazy. So fires be going off right then and there. They had the butcher. The butcher was he was crazy. Yo, the butcher had heart though. Yo, he stood his ground what he believed in. But then Leo Cappuccino had to revenge his father was the priest. Crazy. The Irish, they came in with the priest. That shit was hard. Word.
Leo Cappuccino.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a dope movie. Matter of fact, I should watch that tonight. After watching this, that's kind of crazy because that's what he was talking about. I mean, that's what the documentary, Shockumentary, was talking about. That part. Yeah. That's it. The Dead Rabbits.
Leo Cappuccino.
Yeah, that's him talking to the butcher. The butcher, he was already there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I never seen that before, Priest, man. I used to watch
Nero's a great
I was strictly
movie.
on like kung fu movies as a kid, man. Kung fu and stuff like that. And I used to like Facts of Life, like Tootie and stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like movies like that. I don't know what it was. I never had the patience to sit and watch stuff like that. I was always weird. I was weird.
Oh, that wasn't even old. That's not even that old. Hold on. I used to like
Yeah, I think I seen the beginning of it because they had that dude with the pinstripe pants and the top hat. Like looked like he rode a unicycle or something like that.
Yeah,
and I remember that
back in
part.
those days. Yeah, that's a good movie, yo. Gangs of New York, yo. Yep, Stranger got it.
Priest, I never even seen Coming to America before.
Oh, you talking to somebody of your own heart, brother. Me either. Yo, you talking
Nigga,
about?
I seen Coming to America 1 and 2.
Yeah.
What y'all talking about? Let your soul glow. You gotta see the part 2 though, with the who was that? They got the youngster in there. Oh my God, y'all missing out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I only saw Pizza Coming to New America. I saw the Soul Glow and Sexy Chocolate.
No, but they Coming to America, the new one, it ain't nothing like the other one, but still, it's like it's crazy, bro.
I didn't see it. I gotta check it. Yeah. Now it's born. I think Now it's born coming in, but
Stranger said
Irish lynched.
Gangs in New York, the draft riot was at the end, and he says the Irish lynched people in real life to establish their whiteness.
Who said that? Stranger? Oh yeah, that was crazy, man. Yeah.
What did he say?
Crazy. You gotta go see the Dead Rabbit Society. That was their clique name. What? And they was fighting. What was the name of the other group?
Priest.
That the
I don't
Butcher
know,
was there.
man. I've always read that Irish people were Africans and they were called Iberians back then. So I don't know, and they were put in the ghetto. So
no, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I heard that too. Yeah. No. I think he talked about Pacific group. It was like a group in there. Now I'm with you. I heard that too, Cover Boy. I like I like these songs. Some of these songs be sounding like they be having those real deep, heart like felt songs. Word.
Well, the Irish is actually the Irish is actually what I was talking about. The Gaul, the Gaelic. You know what I'm saying? It's called Gaelic.
Gollum.
Yeah.
Gaelic.
Yeah, they be fighting, yo. They fighting. They be having those heartfelt songs, boy. Like even Danny Boy. Oh, Danny Boy, the bells are calling. It was like, oh shoot, that's just how hard when they start singing. Old man starts singing that joint, and one of those bars, the whole crowd be like, bro. Another one is Boondock Saints. You ever saw that one?
Hey, Priest.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you something, man. I used to work at the Rite Aid store, right? Long time ago. And I had an Irish manager. His name was Frank.
Oh, the Know Nothings. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
No, it ain't nothing. And my Lexus, I had a Lex Bubble, 1990, a silver one. And it broke down and I needed $500 to get that Lexus fixed. And they had a little program where I could borrow money early from my job and they'll take it out my next check. And I was kind of worried about that. I'm like, yo, this was like years ago. And I was bugging out. Then he woke up to me one evening because I used to work the night shift. And he goes, yo, he says, Chen. I'm like, yes, sir. And he just tells me 777. That's all he says to me. Irish brother. And he said that. And I'm like, I got a feeling I know what I got to do. The next morning, I got off that morning, 8 a.m., I go and play the lottery. And I only played one ticket and I won exactly $500, yo.
Yeah.
That luck of the Irish stuff is real.
We gotta get very good. We gotta hit Ngozi to get the DNA, the E1s and all of that. He know all of that.
E1B1?
Yeah. Can you Tribal Chief. Selena says, can you play the Loaded Flower, Killah Priest animation video, AD, peace to the craft. Shout out to UKP. Shout out to you too, brother. We are now rocking with, we got Crip Jesus, Cover Boy, Priest, all on Zoom. Remember that? It was a show. Zoom. Where are you? Back in the day.
Nah, Priest, man, I think Scooby-Doo a black dude, man. I've always felt that. He got a son named Scrappy, like he's scrapping and stuff like that. He's smoking weed with that white dude, always eating. The good thing about him, at least he's in his kid's life and he's a black dad. You want to go that route? Unlike the day.
I can't with you, yo. I can't with you. He got a Sunday scrappy, he smoked. Yeah. What was it? What was Shaggy? Yeah, Shaggy. Shaggy seemed like he got high a lot. So, you know, AD, pull up the older pictures of the Irish and African Americans to show how they were both treated terribly in the Protestants in the late 1800s. Yeah, pull it up, AD. You go back to that. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of crazy history. Oh, who's that? Oh, bring it down. Yeah.
I mean, all you gotta remember is that Islam has no beginning, no ending. When you see that red hair on them, that come from the Middle East. You feel what I'm saying?
I put a hat back on my ball jump. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, wow.
That's a marker of the Sharif.
That looks like Suge Knight. Hold on. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, history is history. We don't need pictures. You know, I think it's really simple when you start to stop thinking in the lines of color and just understand, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's going on right now, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
look, I was reading about when America was going over there and cashing out the bays and all that in Algiers and Tunisia and all that to get free all their white slaves, right? But they was calling them prisoners. So if anybody was to come over here and say, open them prisons up with all these millions of prisoners they got over here, in the historical text, it'd be the same thing. It's just the wording different.
It's just America is so obsessed. I told True Master this. It's just they so obsessed with jail. They just so obsessed with locking everybody up. If you're driving, they want to lock you up. If you're doing this, they want to lock you up. Everything's locked up, lock up, lock up, lock up, lock up. Why is there so much? I mean, it's so much law, and everything leads to jail, jail, jail.
Because, like I wrote in the Blue Bible, slavery started when Lincoln with the 13th Amendment. That's when slavery started. I'll prove it to you. Slavery was on a decline prior to that. They had already outlawed the importation, and they already had got the outlawing of it done all through the North and was on their way down. Now, that don't mean I'm saying, oh, it's going to happen, but what I'm saying is the popularity was already naturally dying down. And on an international level, you know, for those that really want to get into the studies of it, look at the context of what was going on at the time, it was already declining. So what he came and did was he worked a magic trick and made a compromise where everybody could win. He said, look, no more slavery as far as the de facto practice of the culture and the chattel, you know what I mean? But however, it's still going to go just like that behind these closed doors called prison for punishment of crime. After that, KKK pops up, prisons pop up everywhere, new laws pop up for just hanging out, new laws pop up for just whatever. You get what I'm saying? Now you got a law for anything. Now you can literally live in America and be a hippie nerd and get some speeding tickets, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that and end up in jail. Like, you feel me? Like, it's real.
Yo, Crip Jesus and Killah Priest, I got to ask you something because this been, you know, I've been thinking about this for a minute. Now, hear me out.
Oh.
You ever notice like the sheriff's office, right? You break down the word sheriff, you got the word sharif, which is Muslim, and it means protector, right? And then if you break it down further, you got she and she riff. So if she get vexed or she get pissed off and riffs and calls the boys on you, they gonna lock you up. With that being said, the key word I'm focusing on is lockup, because I said the last show, Crip Jesus was on, and I'm saying it because of this. I said that Islam, all right, that is mostly a Caucasian religion because Muhammad was a white man. Now, are you ready for this, Crip Jesus? I told you Muhammad was a white man.
That's a whole nother bill. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Because this is a whole nother bill.
Priest.
You
No, Priest, hear me
all the way
out.
over here. I don't want to get.
Priest, hear me out.
Yeah, we
ready for this?
You went, yeah, but you was shot the rocket all the way over this.
No, Priest. Here we go. You ready for this? You got the word Quran. Quran sound like quarantine to me, and Muhammad was quarantining in a cave, which was cold, so he's a white man, so Islam is a white religion.
Your metaphors, listen, we're gonna do one with your puns. On another time. We're gonna do your puns break down.
I mean, no, he got, he got the right, but I can't answer him though. So Sharif is actually a person who's of the direct descent from Prophet Ali, and that makes it either the Fatimid or Hassanid, very popular in North and West Africa, where the law was coming from for over here. You see George Washington and them, all they first treaties were with the Barbary pirates because they had to pay them and they had to answer to them. They got plenty of receipts, plenty of documentation of this. Now, all that's to be said is once they became the United States of Al-Moraka and decided to flip everything on us, they said they Sharif, they sheriff. And a lot of times they wouldn't even lie. They might marry in, or they might just be flat out lying. It might be like a Shriner or whatever. But the point is, sheriff is just an English watered down version of Sharif, like you said. But the Sharif is in Africa. So it's almost like, let's say.
They also wear Star David.
Huh?
You saw the star? They also wear the Star David. They have the Star David.
Exactly, bro. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Really? No, you want to be real? No, you want to be really real? We just being nice. They really wear that 5-point star. They really wear that Moroccan 5-point star or that Muslim 5-point star. That's what they wear. They put it right on their chest and say Sharif. You know what I mean? Sheriff, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all get it. Yeah,
it represents authority.
Yeah. I'm just reading some of the comments.
I tell it how it is. I just do things.
No, I'm saying that. That's not what you mean. The sheriff is a watered down version of Sharif. That's them imitating the authority.
Right. So then,
but the Sharifs are in Africa. What are you talking about? They was ruling in Northeast Africa and Northwest Africa. They were black.
And it goes back to what I'm saying. Who's the most?
Don't go back to what you're saying. The Sharifs was black.
But we talking about now. Who's the most dominant race of people that are sheriffs now? It's Caucasian people. So Muhammad was a white man.
That's in your world, brother.
I'm just saying, dog. You eat Hebrew or not.
Man. You took the conversation. Let's bring it.
Let him have his context. It makes sense, Sam. Let him, allow him to have his context.
Peace
it makes sense. Yo, peace to the God. I ain't so. Peace to the I ain't so. Peace.
Oh.
I mean, these things are contextual. So he's talking about the lay of the land where he is. And he's saying the majority of the population, that's where it fits. So the Sharif of this land, this is what he's talking about. You understand? Like it makes sense. It makes sense based off of location. You can't take him historically if you're talking about locally. He's talking about locally. And it ties into the bill that y'all was adding on about, especially about the Irish. The Irish, either you were a criminal or you was the police. It was one or the other. So if they had 3 sons, they had 2 criminals and 1 police. This is why they have the bagpipes at the funerals of the slain cops and all of that. So and they had the paddy wagons and all of it. It all works together. So they say the first police force was the slave catchers. Yeah. That's what their job. Who was they picking up? And who was indentured servants? And who was in servitude based off of that? They still got migrant workers that they take from overseas, especially in Europe, and bring them to America and say, you got to work off of that. They still got indentured servitude going on. You see what I'm saying? So all of it works together when you look at it together. So the perspective that he's coming from is, okay, who's in the ruling power in class, who's in the position of power, and who's using their authoritative space to be able to inflict damage. These was the bastards of Europe, but then they come over here to the hells of North America and they can flourish. You see what I'm saying? So there was criminals over there, and because that's who was on the ships with Columbus in them. Cristobal Colombo. We know it wasn't no real Columbus, and then they come to America and they get a chance to rule, and that's what the war was about. It's like, oh, okay, these cats was bums over here eating rats and each other, and then they come over here and they found what they call a land of milk and honey. So, it depends on your perspective and how you're looking at it, but it all ties in. It ain't too much difference. It just depends on how you was acculturated in that regard. So if he don't have the same acculturation, he ain't go on to that same study, it's not going to sound the same like we would know it, because we came up in it. And how he came up in it, when he started breaking down his science about how he was acculturated, we going to be on the outs and he going to have to walk us in. You see what I'm saying? So we dealing with equality in that same space. So it's all good.
You said something that was heavy. Isn't Patty an Irish name?
Right.
Like Patty's Pub?
Right.
You said Patty Wagon.
Yes. And that's one of the reasons why they welcome Obama. To your point, Crip Jesus, the Moors historically, in regards to that 1,000 years of occupation of Europe. So that civilization process happens in regards to that. So the permanent underclasses of Europe had gained some kind of power by allying with them North Africans that came over there. You understand what I'm saying? The sons of God saw the daughters of man, and they was fair. If you go back to Genesis chapter 6, that's kind of what that's alluding to. You see what I'm saying? So that breakdown. So when he said Muhammad, he could be talking about Muhammad the man, or he could talk about Muhammad the people. We know Muhammad the man was from the tribe of Quraysh. The tribe of Quraysh was the Black Arabians. But Muhammad the man is the people who standing in the seat of power and authority over there, and they not Black people. You understand what I'm saying? So context is important based off of locality. If you go there right now, Priest, you just came back from Kemet, you just came back from Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Ain't no Black people in charge over there. You understand what I'm saying? So that Muhammad figure that's being perpetrated around don't look like us. You understand what I'm saying? Now, historically, you could trace that back to the tribe of Quraysh that Malcolm X's grandson saw when you went over there. They're still around, but they're not in power. It's the same thing where you go to the Sudan or any of these other places that's supposed to be Muslim countries, they're not in power. The people that's indigenous to the landmass aren't in power. Just like here, the people who are indigenous to the landmass here aren't in power. This is why these things become important. So we got a bunch of, non-original folk in positions of power running around. So, yeah.
That's right.
I can see.
Give a bong,
AD. Where you coming from.
Not original, but they're African.
No, Priest, but this is where it gets difficult for me, because I actually know what my genetic makeup, where it comes from. I get issues from Americans, some brothers, and some foreigners too. That's not a good thing. So it's almost as if I have to walk around dumb because I don't fit people's perception of what they're presented on TV.
It's rough.
No, it's kind of crazy, man. I go to Africa, right? You know what I hear? Yeah, you ain't one of us. You ain't one of us. You wasn't born here. You got an American passport. And I'm like, but
who's telling you that?
This is what
everybody or just one person?
Nah, different cultures. I go to Africa, they tell me, you ain't one of us. You got an American passport. And I'm like, but both of my parents were born here. I go to China, you're a hybrid. And I'm like, but our culture is similar to your culture in West Africa. Then in America, you know what I hear? Oh, okay, I hear nigga from the white people, and then you know what I hear from the brothers. But the brothers, it's all cool because they showed me love too. But it's kind of like, as a people, I feel like we're lost. We don't know who we are.
I was about to tell you, you lost in the wilderness. Well, yeah, no, indeed.
Yeah, I had to take to figure out who I was. I had to do some meditating and figure that out, man. I mean, of course, I know everybody come from Africa and all that stuff. You know, I know that. But then I think white people need to put their pride aside and realize they came from there too, and just accept the history for what it is. That's just how I feel. There's a part in China where it's dedicated strictly to African people.
There's a part, yeah, you know this. I'm sorry to cut your wisdom.
No, it's all good. But what do you get on TV?
They're Muslims too. There's Chinese that don't eat pork. And they Muslim. There's a big population of that.
Absolutely. And I find it kind of weird. I don't know. Ghostface shed on something when he was on the show. He was like, yo, and speaking stuff into existence. Always kind of found it weird. You are what you eat. All the Wu-Tang members, they always looked Asian to me. I never understood that.
And what?
All Wu-Tang members, Wu-Tang Clan members, all of them always look like Chinese people to me. It's like you are what you eat. What you speak into existence, that's what you are. All of them look like that. Because sometimes, and this is for AD too, it's like sometimes I'm looking at Killah Priest, and I'm like, yo, I don't know if he looks like a lion, a cat, or an Asian dude. And I'm like, nah, whatever.
Omek.
I see. Because, you know, if you a Leo, because like certain people, like certain signs, they look alike. And that's what I was referencing AD for. But yeah. Indeed. Anybody want to add on to that? Nah, they ain't on that temperature, man. Cover boys light years away. Light years away, man. Priest, I see a lot of stuff, man.
You got to think about who embraced them first. You see what I'm saying? And then we go back to our lessons. It's not nothing, you know, that's new. So when you start talking about who's the original man is the Asiatic black man. So they came in that frame of reference. That's who they was going to get embraced by. You see what I'm saying? So they had to make that true. They had to make that right and exact. So that's a place where they went to and it was accepted first. You understand what I'm saying? Like we accepted them in the inner city where we were, but on the global scale, who was the first place to accept the claim? You see what I'm saying? Because they came out as a claim. You see what I'm saying? Based off of how they got sparked. Some cats even went to study martial arts and the sciences and all of that. So to engulf themselves in the culture and to leave the space, you know, that's a pride that exists amongst us as well. You see what I'm saying? Original people of this landmass as well. We got into the martial sciences. So it was one and one. It was a marriage between the music and the arts. So the arts and the sciences coming together in that space. You know, you come from that same science too. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I said on the outside we have a commonality, but then we have specificities in regards to each person's culture. So wherever their cosmology tell them that they come from, that's what they're supposed to rep. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't be wanting somebody to be acting, you know, outside of the realm of their culture. So if they think they came from wherever, you know, let them show and prove that and give that the credence that it is. So I don't get into the back and forth in regards to where people come from, because you're dealing with somebody's particular way of life, and that's very sacred to them, you know. So whatever they were acculturated with, that's how they're gonna move. They're gonna move according to their design and according to their cosmology. So if their cosmology conflict with their design, they're gonna go with what's the best knower amongst them. So it is what it is. Ain't bulletproof wallets come out today? Ghostface joint, since we were talking.
Shout out to Ghost. Yeah, it's a lot of today's got a lot of it's dirt transition day, bulletproof wallet day, Sun C birthday. Shout out to Sun C and AA Rashid. Happy born day, physical. Yes. Somebody else too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
No, Priest, I got
Dungeon Master. Yeah, salute to
Dungeon Master. Shout out to Dungeon Master.
Real quick, shout out to Stranger. He says everyone has an individual genetic makeup. No point trying to fit in with an entire race of people, in my opinion. Be yourself. Shout out to Stranger.
Stranger. That's live. That's live.
Priest, I gotta ask you a question, Priest.
Yeah.
How come, like, on some of those Wu-Tang CDs that used to come out long time ago, y'all's track listing was always a little off? Did y'all do that on purpose? Because it was like that on Liquid Swords, it was like that on Bulletproof Wallets, and it was another one that it was like that on.
Analog, probably. I don't know. I don't know if they all went off, but I know it was a lot analog. You know, when you move into digital, you get it together, but it's just like
not that. I mean the track listing that was physically written on the back of the CD case.
Yeah?
It was like 3 Wu-Tang CDs I can remember. Off the top, I know Bulletproof Wallets and I know Liquid Swords. They all, like, it was a couple other Wu-Tang CDs that had the track listing off on the back. And I was talking to Hybrid Cypher about this a while back. And I'm like, you ever notice their CDs, like a lot of them was like that? And he was like, yeah, I peeped that. I'm pretty sure if you Google it, you'll probably see something about it. I don't know. I just want to know that because Knowledge Born a Lie mentioned Bulletproof Wallets. That album came out of nowhere. It was a surprise to me. Like, it just dropped out of nowhere unexpectedly.
That's the science. That could even be set up because what you see how you talk about the songs that were misplaced. That's a catch your attention. Right. No one knows the chamber how deep it goes.
Yo, the description of Ghostface is something that he lived to in regards to the legacy. They say Ghostface on some now you see me, now you don't. So you know what I mean? Like you expect after the towers, drop, Bulletproof Wallets drop. You see what I'm saying? Not too long after. You see what I'm saying?
That's
probably
true.
like 2 months. So
that's true. We wasn't expecting that Knowledge Born a Lie because not everybody had cable and not everybody was getting the Source magazine. You know?
WHT. Take it back. WHT was the first cable. Remember that?
Yeah, and the Wu album came out that year too. What was the joint? Iron Flag. Iron Flag came out that year.
Yeah.
We had
and Ghost had a banger on Def Jam Vendetta. You know what I'm saying? Def Jam Vendetta.
Yeah.
And the character. Crazy.
Now, Priest, I read somewhere a long time ago, they said that that Irish people, natives, and Hebrew slaves were in the United States at the same time. I read that a while back. And I could be wrong. I also read that it was a particular point where Native Americans and Black Americans were enslaved like together, just specifically them. And then I don't know, being me, I think that's a form of eugenics. That's just what I believe. I believe it's a form of eugenics. It was being practiced. It was a project pretty much. I don't know, man. I read into stuff, like I've done a lot of studying my entire life, Priest, because like kind of like what you was talking about. When I lived in West Africa, my father's house, it wasn't no cable, wasn't no electricity. No electricity. We lived off the land. 18 rooms though, but we lived off the land. We had a well built and everything. At night, we use a lantern. It's like the 90s. There's electricity now. But I was able to get more in tune with stuff and I learned a lot. And he had a lot of books because he was a politician. And he had a book on eugenics. I'm going to leave it at that. Leave it at that. Those Germans that was studying that stuff, I don't know where they got that information from, but they were very smart scientists. I don't know where they got it from. I don't know.
Yeah, they like
Priest, that's where the great debate comes in for me, because it's kind of like, yo, well, the ancient people, our people had this information, but then these groups of people had this information, but this group, so it's kind of like what I do, I just learn from all of it, and I don't necessarily follow it. I represent certain traditional and cultural things and backgrounds, but I'm me at the end of the day, because there's only one me, unless there's a parallel universe out there. I don't know.
Who man's is this? Yo, the chat room crazy, man. Yeah, man, that's how you draw it up. Is it either how you draw it up? Like what Niles Bourne said, you see it, at least you thinking, at least you're thinking, and it add up, I think it'll add up to itself. But at least you asking questions and then thinking. Person that don't ask questions, if two fools, what they say, if a wise man and a fool is arguing from far distance, you just see two fools arguing. Science. You're asking questions, my brother. That's it.
Poison Clan rocks the world.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly. Eat alone and starve, drink alone and die. Word. That was a drunken master. I told Kane that one time.
So drunken master, ain't that a kung fu style? Drunken master?
Yeah. I told Kane it's Dance of the Drunken Mantis. Is when
that was my understanding, that Ghostface Killah was named after a character in one of them Shaolin movies. That was actually named Ghostface Killah. I'm trying to remember the name of the goddamn kung fu movie.
Mystery.
The flying guillotine.
Yeah.
No. It was Mystery Chess Boxing.
Yeah, Mystery Chess Boxing. There we go.
Yeah.
Nah, that was the flying guillotine.
That's it. No, you lose. That's it.
That was flying guillotine. He was throwing the joints off for the roof.
He was throwing them hats.
How we gonna settle this?
He was throwing them hats, and then before Knowledge Born Allah, before he gets you, he'll throw out a little card, and then be like, "Yo, it's Ghostface Killah." Then he'll throw that hat with them spikes, and then bam.
Yeah, no, it was an emblem. It was his emblem. And when he throw it down, they're back off of that. He was looking for only masters. That's what's dope, because Ghostface Killah was only looking for only masters, no students. And it was the student, but I think 7 Grand Masters. And there was one called 10 Commandments of Kung Fu. And that, I think they was done at the same time, because if you look at the garments, it was the same character. They was done with the same. They had on the same clothes. Word up. If you look at this one called 10 Commandments, 7 Grandmasters, and Mystery of Chess Boxing.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that? Knowledge Born Allah, Crip Jesus. You haven't actually watched the Killah Priest?
I'm right here, y'all. I'm not going away. I got to just do something. Hold on.
Say no more. Y'all ever seen the actual Killah Priest kung fu movie from back then?
You said Killah Priest kung fu movie?
Yeah, the one when it was the priest who came to that village. He came to that village to help the people out and give them water. He was doing a shaman dance, like to make it rain, and he was actually telling the truth. And people was like, nah, he making this stuff up. And then, well, I'll leave it at that. But it was a pretty good movie, and then he'll send his little goons at you and stuff like that.
Yeah,
y'all should check it out when you get a chance, man. I got the DVD over there. I had a lot of them things, man. Actually, it's a
what's
VA
it called? I'm saying,
huh?
You said the Killah Priest kung fu. I'm saying, what's it called?
Just type in Killah Priest, like an actual, Killah Priest, and then you'll see the actual movie and kung fu movie.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that was a pretty good one right there. I like that one. Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore.
The Shaolin Monk joint. The Shaolin Monk joint you're talking about, right?
You said what?
That was the Shaolin Monk joint you was talking about, right?
It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute since I watched that. Is it on YouTube?
It's part of the Wu-Tang collection.
That's it right
Shaolin Monk, aka Killah Priest.
That's it. Yeah.
What?
Was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they spell Killah Priest like.
Man, I'm over here in my head like, man, shut the fuck up. CB. I'm like, I'm just like, hey, I'm over here in my head like, get the fuck out of here.
It's the truth.
It's part of the Wu-Tang collection.
Yeah.
Damn. I stand corrected. All right. Yeah. I see it
he
too.
was a shaman, man. I seen it when I was like 16. He was a shaman and he was going to different villages to help people out and stuff like that. And he was like, yo, I can make it rain if I want to. And it was like, BS. And then, you know, and goons started fighting. But long story short, it's a classic, man. I love the poster. I love the poster too, because you remember back then, man, if you got animes, I don't know if y'all watch that stuff, but we used to get it like on VHS tapes. Either you had a friend that recorded it for you, or it got sent overseas. Now it's on YouTube, and it's kind of like, yo, those are precious treasures right there, man. Right. At least for me.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Three Evil Masters was my favorite joint back in the day after the Five Deadly Venoms. Five Deadly Venoms was first. Three Evil Masters was in like close second place.
Yeah,
so if y'all remember,
they had another one. They had the one. You remember that dude from Street Fighter, right? You remember Dalsim with the long arms, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had another movie. I forgot the name of it. That was that Guillotine. That was that Ghostface movie, right? When they was at a tournament and he was fighting the dude with the real long arms. Like which one was called the one-arm swordsman or something like that?
Yeah, that's the name of the joint. That's the name of one of the joints, the one-armed swordsman.
Right, and he was fighting Dalsim on there. He was fighting and it was from like the 70s, and he was fighting somebody else. I forgot, but the dude had one arm, man. It's been a while since I've seen that. They don't make movies like they used to anymore, man. It's like they just force feeding all this stuff to people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it ain't what it used to be.
Yeah, the Wu-Tang Forever double CD. They had the joint where they used Three Evil Masters sample on a couple of the joints on Wu-Tang Forever.
Yeah, Eye to Eye in the chat room, he said they had Raiden. They had the Raiden movie too. They had Raiden. They had your boy from Street Fighter, and they had somebody else that the Street Fighter people got the influence from. They had the Raiden dude. He was.
Remember, they had the Raiden character in Big Trouble from Little Chinatown.
Yeah, Scorpion.
Huh. I never thought about that.
The movie.
He was one of the guys. He was riding the lightning. He came down on a lightning bolt.
Okay.
He didn't say nothing the whole movie. And matter of fact, what was the guy looked like Bolo Ying was in the joint. He wanted to be in a
Jax had a movie.
A big dude.
Who you said, Crip Jesus?
Jax.
You talking about from Street Fighter? I mean, from Mortal Kombat?
From Mortal Kombat, the black dude with the shades with the metal.
Man, Jax ain't nothing but a product of the Willie Lynch doctrine, dog. He had both of his arms ripped out.
He still had a movie. I'm not worried about it.
Both of his
arms movie though.
Ripped out. That's that Willie Lynch shit right there.
That nigga had a movie, bro.
What they say, bronze over brains or something like that? What's that
saying? So Jax didn't have a movie? Did
Jax
have
he ain't have a movie, dog? I'm talking about how they ripped a brother's arm off. That's some Willie Lynch shit right there. And he was a cop. You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta flip it around, dog. Right or wrong? How am I lying? That's common sense.
You're not lying. They took nigga orbs off and made him a cop. Now he's snitching.
You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. And then they had your boy from Street Fighter with the dreadlocks, DJ. That's Billy Blanks. You remember the Tabo Man, right? That's the Tabo Man.
He's funny.
They go that Willie Lynch. Jax. Hey, he playing Jax, nigga. He playing Jax. Ain't that a game you can play in the ghetto, nigga? Jax, nigga. Come on.
Stranger says it all started in NYC when kung fu flicks were played in movie theaters in the early 80s. Motherfuckers used to fight afterwards thinking they knew karate.
You damn right.
All day, every day.
You damn right.
Sneaking into the movie theaters and be there all day.
2 for $5s, right? You pay for one. You pay for one movie, you go see that second one for free. Nah, man, they don't make it, dude. Like, yeah, Jax was on some reverse psychology type of stuff, and then they had your boy. What's his name? Ken. Ryu was the black dude. You see what I'm saying? You see his complexion. He on foot. He barefoot. He getting in tune with nature with his book bag. He a black brother. He darker. Ken, he the pretty boy. You ain't ever think about it. Ken on Street Fighter. Yo, he used to drive a red Corvette or a red Lexus. I forgot what he used to drive. Nah, they used to punch that Lexus. He used to drive a red car, like a sports car. Ken from Street Fighters is nothing but a Ken doll from Mattel, Barbie's boyfriend. Give him a little Corvette, boom, there you go. Both blonde and pop motherfuckers. Come on, I can't stage this shit. I apologize for my language, but I can't stage it. It's the truth. Hey, hold on. Crib Jesus, somebody said Jax wasn't a cop. What was Jax? Wasn't he like in the military or something like that? Or a cop?
No, he was a cop anyway. It doesn't even matter.
That brother was a cop, man.
For sure. Like, he can't kick it. Cuz gotta go.
That brother was a cop. Then you had that other one, Striker. You had that Striker brother. Nah, man.
He said he was a soldier. I don't give a fuck. Him and that buzz cut got to leave.
That's all I'm saying. He looked like a cop. Talking about he a soldier. Man, please. Okay. Brother looked like a cop to me. They both move in formation.
He can't kick it.
They both move in formation, Crip Jesus. Yeah. Give it foot. Bang.
You can't kick it, bro.
Yo, the Quav, I'll be right back.
You can't kick it.
Yo, AD.
All right.
No, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna zoom on for a minute.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you know your boy Blanca. That's a Mexican chupacabra right there, ain't it? Little green dude with the orange hair, man. All that subliminal stuff they putting out there on TV. Half of the time, you don't even know that stuff is probably real. Who knows? Who knows, man?
Oh no, it's real, like you said.
Nah, Crip Jesus, you know the funny part about it? I remember growing up, man, Oreo cookies, they used to have pork in that stuff, man. In the little middle section, that little nasty shit.
It's so cold, right? They got pork in, like, you know, like them powder beans. They put like pork in there, like in powder form for the flavor. Like, man, it's cold out here, bro. It's like in America, you can tell that we have foreign powers, you know what I mean, holding the highest power because of the type of garbage they push on us. It's like a trash can here where they just dump all the bullshit, you know? And this is coming from a man who never been out the country, just from my affiliates and associates when they come back and tell me, like, man, they don't even allow us to eat how we eat over here, man, when we go other places. They don't even sell that shit. The same places y'all laugh at and think is beneath y'all, like they would never eat the bullshit y'all eat.
Exactly.
90% of the food is banned. They ain't allowed. Like 90% of it. And 90% of that's a crazy contradiction. Like 90% of what's grown here is shipped out of the country too. So
damn,
we don't consume it either. So, but the products we do consume here, 90% of it is banned in a lot of the other countries.
Knowledge, I need you to get a little closer to the mic. Yeah.
Nah, knowledge born to lie is funny because what Jesus is saying is true. It go down like this. When I was in Asia, China particularly, right? if they catch you with a blunt, marijuana, right? That's like serious jail time. Some people will get the death penalty because they don't play that. So Chinese people really don't use that. They mostly smoke cigarettes and they drink their rice wine. How come they live so long and they still look younger than American people? Number one, and I'm not advocating smoking, but Chinese cigarettes, they don't have all the chemicals that American cigarettes have. And you know cigarettes is catered to black people too. You know that. You know that. Black and mild. Black and mild. Casino. Think about that. Brother like to gamble at the casino and play lottery at the corner store. Black and mild jazz. Who made jazz? Who made Crib Jesus? Who made jazz? You see what I'm saying? Now. Black and mild blues. Who made up the blues? Like, come on, black and mild wine. Because brothers love to sip that wine, boy, that Hennessy. It's all catered towards you.
Colt 45.
Well.
We got a super chat from Stranger. He says, AD, pull up that picture of Jadakiss as a Ninja Turtle. He was right.
Oh, Nah, I just, like growing up, when we were growing up with the Ninja Turtles in their comics, I don't know if y'all remember this, man. Those comics back then, they were black and white. There was a thick book, a very thick book. All the Ninja Turtles were wearing red. And they wasn't eating no pizza. They were drinking beers and getting into gunfights and fights in bars. They were doing that. It was more gangsters. They were like brothers. They were like black dudes, man.
You said when you was growing up, the Ninja Turtles was busting guns and drinking?
Dog, Crip Jesus. Here's the funny part about it. The original comics, when it was just black and white, and all of them was wearing red. All of them were fighting in bars. They wasn't eating no pizza. They were drinking beers. And the sad part about it, well, nothing sad. It just goes back to what I was saying. April O'Neil was actually based off the artist's, the person who drew him, off of his girlfriend at the time, and his girlfriend was a black girl. So on the front cover of the original Ninja Turtle comics, you'll see that turtle with a black girl, a sister. They some hood dudes, but they, here we go. Let's give them some names like Michelangelo and Raphael and this to throw them off. But you can't throw off a brother because first of all, the dude's name is
they Creole. They Creole. That's their Creole names.
You see what I'm saying? Crip Jesus. If they really want to go that route, the dude's name is Raphael. I could have sworn that was Egyptian or Hebrew. I mean, hello.
Yeah.
You got
L. Hey, bro, I got my uncle's got all
Ra in it.
My dad named Ralph. My other uncle named Leonard, like Leonardo, like oh God. It's just the American country version.
Okay, here you go. You ready for that? Leonardo.
Clarence,
let me leave that alone.
Charlotte. Yeah.
Nah, but if I say that, people, and I tell people, don't listen to me, listen to me, but do the research to see if it's online or not. Just like I said the other day about ground beef smell like wet dog. I was telling the truth. And then here we go. Oh, cover boy, he digging into his Chinese roots. Well, okay, maybe that's true, but I don't eat no wet dog, yo. It's just off of smell. Cover boy, tell it how it is. I be knowing stuff, man. Like it's right in your face. Mm-hmm. What's another word for a nigga? A ninja. What color ninjas wear? Well, most ninjas I saw growing up were black. You got the ones wearing white every now and then, but them brothers were wearing black. Ninjas sound like nigga to me. And you know how I know? Because what is it that brothers be doing when they walk to the corner store? They'll go get their cigarillos to dump their weed in instead of using papers. And that shit killing you. Well, this is too, but that's neither here nor there. What do brothers throw on? They throw on some basketball shorts, socks, and some flip-flops like a damn ninja. There you go. There you go. See, Cover Boy know too much. Now, right or wrong?
Oh man.
Right or wrong?
He said they tried to water him down with the pizza and all that, and the skateboards
That's
and
all
shit.
I'm saying, man. Them brothers were drinking beer, man. You can Google that, AD. You can pull it up on the screen. Them Ninja Turtles were drinking beer. And the first thing they're gonna say, oh, Cover Boy crazy. He drinking, no, Cover Boy drinking hot water, yo. I've been drinking hot water since I was a kid. Come on, man. That's why I'm 41 years old and still look young. Pull it up, AD.
Yeah, I got it right there.
Google. Nah, go to not the picture, but go to actual Google and say that the Ninja Turtles used to drink beer in the comics. Them brothers used to get lit, yo. Shootouts, knife fights. It's like, yo. Nah, he got a Heineken. I don't know if brothers drink Heinekens like that, man. I don't know if brothers drink Heineken like that. I thought brothers drink what's that beer brothers drink? I don't know. I seen one brother drinking one of them. Yo, he was strong for drinking this. He was drinking a Natty Ice. That's a wife beater beer right there. That's that corner store wife beater beer. And that's still reserve? That's still reserve? No.
Oh man.
No, man. But yeah, America, especially that slave diet. You know, I used to sit there and wonder what people would eat, yo, like pig knuckles. Like, why the brothers eating pig knuckles and chitlins and all that? Man, like that's that slave diet. Doesn't that mess with your pituitary gland or something? It's the stuff they feed you on TV. I was taught if it has a commercial, don't eat from it. Cook your own food.
Straight up.
Food, man. Don't eat that stuff they give it to you. Yeah, I mean, if y'all want to get
technical, but we literally probably lived in the last era that, as far as the American culture, that appreciated cooking. I'm not saying people don't cook no more, but now it's like, oh, I gotta cook. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not people that don't enjoy it, but you get what I'm saying. It's like now eating out has finally become like normal, to where you even may have people who kind of half and half or whatever. And it's sad because I was talking about this with somebody the other day. I said, man, how many children are made out of fast food now? Like, it's going to be hard for us to even see like regular babies. Like, we live in the fast food baby era. There's literally children walking around who their mama ate nothing but fast food and they eat nothing but fast food.
For Jesus.
They are walking, talking fast food.
You see how weak they are growing up? Because our thought, what was put in our mind because of our complexion back then, you're not going to live to see 21 possibly. But nowadays, the message being pumped to them is stop eating fast food. We was worried about our life physically, but it seems like the generation now, their life is almost like it's AI technology based. You got to think about it, brother. I had a great uncle. He passed away at the age of 109. Now here's the catch about it. He had 3 wives. They practiced, we have Hebrew traditions. So he had 3 wives. They all got along. They all had homes. He lived to be 109, made like 30 kids. Yeah. It's funny how the brothers in America, come on, who has the highest heart attack rate in America because food they eat? Who?
You still got the highest heart attack rate in North America?
In America because of the food that they eat. Who is it? What race of people? The brothers. The brothers.
Stranger says those were cheap cuts of protein. We figured out how to make them taste good.
Oh, he talking about yeah. All right, yeah. You know what? I eat. look, I eat Jack Max from Dollar Tree. I know that stuff is not healthy. But it's like you got to eat it with moderation. I'm not going to sit here and act like some health buff or anything like that. But I just, the way I was brought up eating, like, it wasn't none of that little Oreo cookies with that little filling in the middle. No, that stuff was weird to me. Pause. That stuff was made of pork.
Yeah.
Them hot Cheetos that them sisters be eating with names like Lucretia, and they got them long nails. And I love the sisters, but them hot Cheeto girls, them snacks, Cheetos have pork in it. You just got to read the back.
Okay.
They eat pork anyway. They ain't tripping.
Come on, man.
Oreo's supposed to be vegan.
Let's be real. Why are we sitting here playing? The type of female you just described eating more than some pork, bro. That's the least you got to worry about. But that's
nah, but I'm serious. Yo, Cheetos, Oreos, Cheetos, Kool-Aid. What is the demographic I'm talking about here?
Sukiyana, Sexy Red.
Who drink Kool-Aid?
He want to switch. That's what you talking about.
Who drink Kool-Aid? Damn it, you know how I know what I'm talking about? Because I drink Kool-Aid too. Not like that, but if somebody got it and maybe they put some fruits in it and stuff like that, like pineapples and oranges and lemon juice, all right, so you balance it out. I could do that right there. But if it's straight Kool-Aid, man, with all that sugar, this much sugar and like this much water, like what is this, concentrate that we drinking here? Sheesh. Nah, it starts with your diet, and this goes out to the brothers because I ain't even got to talk about nothing. It starts with your diet, what you put inside of you, that's what you're gonna think. Y'all ever notice the more back in the days in the Garden of Eden, it wasn't nobody eating meat like that. Pause. Nobody was eating meat. We got along with animals. The more meat that people eat, pause, your teeth get sharper, your canines get sharper. You got to think about that. You lion, you got a deer. A deer, all it eats is grass. Look at the deer's teeth. It don't have any sharp teeth like that. Look at the lion. Look what the lion eat. Look at his teeth. So when people eating pork, brothers and all that, pork, like that is the closest thing to human flesh. It looks like it. And I am not a Muslim, but I'm just saying, dog, or nothing of that nature. I was brought up in a Hebrew background. That stuff is nasty, yo. The only time for the most, now I did have some family members that ate that stuff, but they were Christians. They said Jesus and all of that, in the New Testament, and Peter, they can eat that stuff and pause and stuff like that. But for the most part, whenever I saw a pig being slaughtered, that was for a sacrifice. For the New Year, it was an animal sacrifice. That's Hebrew tradition, man. That's Hebrew tradition. I seen all of that stuff. China, they do similar things like that too. Israel, they still do the same thing. The brothers over here in the States, what do? They pour out liquors, right? They pour out liquor, libations.
We talking about for the dead?
There you go. That's Hebrew tradition right there. There you go.
Yeah, but only the I think, I'm not sure, but I've only seen like gang people out here do that.
Look, Crit Jesus, I guarantee if you look up the word libation, you'll see.
No, I know what libations is. I got you. I'm saying I've never seen like just regular black people do it. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not saying they don't. I've only seen dudes from hoods do it. Which is not to say that it's not a tradition, because a lot of the hoods out here carried on whatever traditions were here. The dances, all that, it's like the Crip Walk, all that stuff is tribal stuff.
And it's funny you say that. That is kind of true. That is a little bit true. I can't do it. I can break dance. You see what I'm saying? But yeah. That's true.
Hey, D, he asked for where that preacher at, AD? You you keep that little clip on standby. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
That preacher.
I do. You're right.
I know you got it on standby.
I do. I gotta pull that
He want
up.
to hear from his pastor.
Hold up. Here we go.
Oh, come on, you ain't got to worry. We got the Reverend to do it for you. He'll show you how it's done. Okay?
That part.
Say it again. Say it again.
He did that on public access TV. There you go. Come on, boy, check him out now. Check him out. Now you get it. You get busy now. Look at it.
Hey, you know what that remind me of? AD.
Yeah.
You know what that dude remind me of every time you play it? The Monopoly Man. Because the Monopoly Man, that brother's a crook. He go to jail, don't he?
He does.
He got to get out of jail pass. You see what I'm saying? He money laundering. He like JP. Who did JP Morgan own like a cane, or was it JP somebody? That's the Monopoly Man. Because it's like it's kind of crooked. So they, crook. Or crook.
Wasn't that the Milton Brothers that came up with Monopoly?
I think so, man. Knowledge Born Alive, them Milton Brother games, man. Those games were serious back then, man. Operation, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
Now they organ harvesting and taking people.
Yo, don't even get me. Yo!
Doctor, he needs an operation.
Is it water on the knee?
Operation.
It's a whole bucket team.
Operation.
A Charlie horse is true.
Operation.
I'm the doctor for you. Remove the pieces and collect your fee, but don't touch the sides. Take out the ribs carefully.
Yeah, you were supposed to do that without waking them up. That's what the rumbling was for. You understand? You were supposed to be able to take those joints out, move them vital organs and parts without waking them up.
They don't know nothing, man.
That must have been before. That must have been before anesthesia.
That's how I remember it too.
Because I remember, come on, man.
So now he just
it's a book with talking about medical apartheid. Where there was no anesthesia, it was being used.
Yeah,
there was a bunch of things happening in regards to this experimentation.
That's crazy. Novocaine.
Yep, you're right about that. Now, boy, you're right about that one, man. That is true.
I talk all that high power healthy shit until it's time to mess with them teeth. I ain't gonna lie. I'm down for the anesthesia then.
Yeah. I want him to knock me all the way out for that.
He did knock me out.
I don't want to be conscious. When I had my wisdom teeth out, I was gone. I woke up feeling good. All 4 wisdom teeth out. Felt amazing after. Didn't care what happened. I was over it.
And he was knocked out dreaming about that walking preacher.
Yeah.
He was.
No, I'm still bugging out about what Knowledge Born said, man. That's that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Even with the Novocaine, you think about that, they had the laughing gas. So they have you with the laughing gas. So they laugh, you laughing while they rip these things from you. They're taking these things from you and causing you harm, and you laughing at it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they have you in that space to where they harm you the same way with entertainment. They have you laughing at your own destruction.
Like the Joker.
You laughing to your peril. And the Joker wasn't laughing. The Joker was serious.
Nitrous oxide.
Yeah. Did you see, AD, did you see Flash, that new Flash?
Yeah.
We gotta talk about that.
I seen it.
The Flash. That Flash was something serious.
It was cool.
It's funny. It's funny you mentioned that one, man. Knowledge Born Allah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I saw that movie. That was the one when he was running back in time, right?
Who was running time?
It was the second Flash that recently came out, he was running back in time trying to restore stuff to how it was with his mother, and then he met like another Flash in a parallel universe.
Right.
That one was dope. Shazam Part 2, I don't know. I couldn't get with that one, brother. I saw some little subliminal things in there, but I don't know about that
one. Now, who is Shazam? Is that Will Smith or Shaq? Which one is Shazam?
Captain Marvel, the one with he looked like Superman, but he got a red suit on. Same story, red suit, but he got like a thunder strike on his chest, I mean.
Ain't that the name of the music thing, Shazam, where you play the part of the song and it tells you the name and shit?
I don't know. I remember they used to call him Captain Marvel back then, if I'm correct, man. So I was kind of like perplexed when they came out with a Captain Marvel movie. That was for females. Yeah. I'm like, what happened? You know, all those companies, they kind of own each other. But I saw the new preview for that Ghostbuster movie. That new Ghostbusters is coming out. Right. I think that was gonna be nice, man. I think
wasn't the last one like Queen Latifah or some shit like that?
And you see what I'm saying? And well, let me leave it alone. I got nothing again. I'm all for women's rights.
What was that?
You're making something woke with an agenda, then it's like, I don't want any part of it, man. I don't want no part of that. Like, I'm supposed to watch the movie so I can relax. I don't want to watch the movie and see some agenda shit that's going to have me like, man, okay. I'm trying to escape this to watch a movie, and they keep shoving it at you and shoving it at you. Exactly. It's like, if you don't agree with it,
where else they going to show that, cover boy? There's no other place for them to show it. They have to tell the truth somewhere. Every place else, they can't tell it. or they can't be responsible. At least in the movie, they could say it's a movie. Oh, it's just a movie. But how many movies did we see with all of the agendas shrouded in there? You know, Cass is watching The Simpsons, like, yo, they predicted this in The Simpsons. They predicted this in The Simpsons. They predicted this in The Simpsons. So they go back between that and what's that other one? Futurama or some of those other joints that they had on there.
Family Guy.
Family Guy, where they were pushing their, you know, whatever was going to happen through predictive analytics through the TV. So it looks prophetic. So there's no other place where you can change reality. You can change reality in the movies. You know, people come out of the movie and then they did it in, you know, life, you know, because they can do this. And then what was that movie where it was all fake? It was somebody's life or something like that. With Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it was all fake.
Yeah.
Truman Show.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Or the True Man Show.
Right. So they could do it like that.
Hey, I don't know.
Well, your whole life is a reality show.
Hey, I don't know, man. I always thought Ghostbusters was on some racist shit, yo. I gotta be honest with you on that. What's a nickname for that they call Black Americans? A spook? Like, you see, I never understood that. Chicks be like, yo, that's my boo. That's my boo. What says boo is a ghost. They call Black people shadows. Yet, listen to the song. Is something strange in the neighborhood? Who you gonna call? The motherfucking police. Nigga, like, what the hell? Ghostbusters was on some racist shit. Listen to the song. Listen to the song, yo. I'm pretty sure it's a brother singing that song. Now, you gotta look through stuff, yo. I used to peep that stuff as a kid, man. I used to notice subtle things like that. I was so conditioned as a kid to the point, if I would play a video game, I don't know, let's say Streets of Rage. Y'all remember Streets of Rage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember that game, right, Knowledge Boy?
Definitely.
On Sega. I was so programmed to get away from who I was by society. Although I would peep the little slick stuff, subtle things that would happen on movies and TV shows, when it came to playing the video game, I would always pick the white character. I didn't pick the brother. on the first one. I didn't pick the brother on the first one. Now, Streets of Rage Part 2, when they had Part 2 with that little brother with them skateboards, yo, I could relate to him. I picked that brother. Little man used to get busy, man. Skate, yo. But Crick Jesus, I was conditioned, man. I didn't pick the black dude. Now I'm just being real. I'm keeping it real. Look who I picked. I picked the Aryan brother over the brother. Aryan dude, you know, probably a Ruski or Russian. He know how to in the mountains with bears. The name of the game is Streets of Rage. Nigga from the streets. Nigga know how to maneuver through the streets and fight. So I should have picked him first.
Looked like he was just playing. AD looked like he had pulled it up and started playing.
That game was ill. Always like flipping people and throwing them at their friends.
That was the best dude right there. Part 2. Yeah, man, that was the best dude.
Those graphics.
That's all we knew. AD, do me a favor. Type in, I want y'all, let's do some supreme mathematics. Y'all ready for this?
Okay, last one, and then Priest told me to go to the music because he can't come back yet.
I bet.
But go ahead.
We'll make it short and sweet.
Yeah.
1996. Crick Jesus, you add those 4 numbers up. What you got?
You said what?
1996. If you add those 4 numbers, what you got? 1996. What you got?
Wisdom power.
7, right? 7 is the
all
wisdom
be a
power.
too, yeah.
Yeah, 7. So we're gonna simplify it to 1 number. AD, if you and brothers say the black man is God. You ready for this? Who gave you the information? AD, type in Sega Genesis, John Madden, 1996. John Madden football, 1996. Every single player on that game was black. God body. There you go.
Yeah.
Every single player was black on that game. And me as a kid, I'm like, yo, Steve Young, well, he could always run. So yeah, he kind of black to me. Shit, yo, what's up? Everybody on that game was a brother, except for them 2 white dudes at the top. That's all it was. Come on, man.
Damn, I remember this.
There you go.
First down.
There you go.
First and 10.
There you go. Hey, shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Everybody showing me love. AD, shout out to Mojito. Shout out to Knowledge Boy. Shout out to Kid Jesus, man. And especially Killah Priest, man. And solo jams.
Yeah, y'all do good, man. You keep the conversation going and flowing, so that's cool. That's what it's all about.
No, I just smoked some Northern Lights. I smoked some Northern Lights, man. You know, so yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling all right. Drank some hot water, so I'm good.
Pause tape says Tecmo Bowl.
Oh, that Tecmo Bowl was that deal, man.
Hold up here.
Tecmo Bowl was my shot. Bo Jackson option.
Yep. You couldn't stop him. You couldn't stop that dude. You couldn't stop the Raiders, period. You couldn't stop the Raiders on that game.
Dang. All right. Y'all ready for the music?
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Song promotions.
Yeah. All right. So the first one we're going to do is a submission that was actually done through the chat, which normally we don't do, but he may not have known about the link. So just so y'all know, if you're trying to submit tracks for the song promotion, the link is in the description. But I saw somebody put one into the chat, so we're going to do that first right here. Let's see. Give me a second. We're gonna pull it up here on YouTube. And it is Main Flow. We are not alone. By the way, shout out to Stranger. He says Operation Game Nose light up because they used to give out. Damn. They used to give out cocaine. Shout out to Stranger. Okay, here we go. Main Flow. We are not alone.
Feel like I'm dealing with a clone. We are not alone. UFO up in the zone. We are not alone. Another galaxy is known. We are not alone. They attack us with a drone. Yeah, we are not alone. This a message from the wise. We are not alone. And these televised lies. We are not alone. Got me staring in the skies. We are not alone. Keep your eyes on the prize. Yeah, we are not alone. They got Mr. Flow loading up the pistol, yo. From here to the Pentagon where they whistle blow. Don't miss the show, you better let your sister know. The kiss of death ain't related to a mistletoe. And if you fit the run, better go and get your gun. They about to hit you, son, the area's 51. I'm in it's fun, and I know how they get it done. 80 years ago in Roswell, the ship was shunned. A lot of trouble there, and they love to scare. Make the Hubble stare, hit you with a double square. If your brother care, he could be the other player. Ain't nothing fair, you can find another layer. And when the track boasts, know that it's that close. Fact post, from here to the Helios Atmos. We back, folks, for all the gangsters and black lokes. If you think we all alone, then you like the crack jokes. I'm dealing with a clone, we are not alone. UFO up in the zone, we are not alone. Another galaxy is known, we are not alone. They attack us with a drone, yeah, we are not alone. This a message from the wise, we are not alone. And these televised lies, we are not alone. Got me staring in the skies, we are not alone. Keep your eyes on the prize, yeah, we are not alone. Preoccupied by cities where they carjack, while they beaming up Scotty like Star Trek. From the tarmac to the bar back, got you feeling like you're smoking a bizarre pack. Yeah, it's been a ride with this genocide. Full moon got me feeling like I'm in the tide. I know when to slide, no beginner side. Dealing with these objects, flying unidentified. But you just thinking about the hottest phone. In a modest tone, you can hear the hottest moan. Now your spot is blown, where the pot is grown. When the plot is shown, notice that we not alone. Like I'm dealing with a clone, we are not alone. UFO up in the zone, we are not alone. Another galaxy is known, we are not alone. They attack us with a drone, yeah, we are not alone. This a message from the wise, we are not alone. And these televised lies, we are not alone. Got me staring in the skies, we are not alone. Keep your eyes on the prize, yeah, we are not alone.
In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment,
nice.
We often forget how much you.
All right, that was Main Flow with We Are Not Alone. That was cool. I was digging all of that. That was great. I got no notes to say or no suggestions or anything. That was dope. Good production too. Good beat. Good flow. Good artist. What y'all think?
He was, what I like about the video and the song was pretty dope too. I'll make this short and sweet. What I liked about the video was that he was showing, if you saw the two races of aliens he had the Anunnaki people and he had the Ashtar command people, the space brothers, the ones that taught the Germans all of their information and their science, the Nordic alien race. So I like that right there, man. I get what he was talking about. I give him give him a thumbs up, man.
That was cool. What'd you think, Knowledge?
Yeah, I think it was dope. I think the concept is dope. And I like how you can sprinkle subtleties in a way nowadays where it gets you to think. I appreciate music that can get you to think. Who's this artist again?
The artist was Main Flow, and it was submitted by someone named Battles in the chat.
I like that. It's definitely flow heavy, and it's introspective. Music is supposed to have you provide alternate perspectives and things like that. So I think he did a perfect job. Apropos for the times where everybody's looking up and looking around.
Yeah. What you think, Crip Jesus?
I ain't gonna lie, man. That right there, it's next level. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I usually don't keep it too simple, but that really need to, you know what I mean? It's that simple.
Yeah. Nice. All right, so shout out to Battles for that. And then Battles in the future, please use the online form so that I can have everything nice and organized, you know what I'm saying? But it worked out for today.
I wanted to ask you, the link you talk about is the one that says Killah Priest TV/song promo?
Yeah.
I've been sending it to your email all these times.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, the online form works out easier because then I got everything all nice and organized, pops up on a graph.
Okay.
But
You
yeah.
said don't do that shit again.
Hey, AD.
Yeah.
FG Postmortem said in the video, dude was talking about draconians and all that. Aren't those the alleged alien race that's from like Orion's belt or something?
From the constellation Draco.
Draco, okay, yeah. You see, and they show you stuff like that on Star Trek and everything, and people don't pay attention to it.
It's where we get the word dragon or Dracula.
Then who's the ones that came from Orion's belt? Who is that?
The Pleiades.
Those are the Chewbacca. It's them Chewbacca brothers that came from Orion's belt. The Shaggies. That's what they used to
I don't
call
know
them.
about that. I know there's the Pleiades, the Pleiadians.
That's the Ashtar command I was talking about earlier. The blonde hair, blue eyes. Oh, you're right, AD. They came from. Oh yeah, you're right. They came from there too. Yeah.
So it's funny you bring up FG Postmortem because that is who is next here. This next submission is by FG Postmortem from Long Island, New York, Orlando, Florida. Name of the song is called On Top of the Glass Dome, produced by Cold Beach. Whoops. Here we go.
I'm all alone, but I'm all one. Don't have another half, just a whole song to fill the hole in the middle of a zero. Still feel complete, even if she ain't here though. A pot of gold at the end of black rainbow. Still don't know what to do with that info. Fill the void with what's painful. The truth hurts but sets you free, like slave owner. On some shit like a toadstool growing through cow dung that gives you powers. Smoke dust on acid, seconds lasted for hours. Having conversations with dead grandfathers. Wasn't supposed to come back from that, son. Having flashbacks to the future before what happens. Navigating the matrix, trapped in giant classroom, while God laughs at us on top of glass dome. God laughs at us on top of the glass dome. God laughs at us on top of the glass dome.
All right, shout out to FG Postmortem. That was cool. It was the vocals were kind of low. I would have turned up the vocals. Probably needs more compression too. That snare was mad loud. It was cool, but yeah, I got to turn up the vocals on that one. That's my opinion. What y'all think? What you think, Chen Chen?
Yo,
I'm about to hear some my Chenny Chen Chan.
Yo, that brother, I know what he trying to do. He trying to make me laugh, man. He's trying to make me laugh and say something I'm not gonna say, but I I like this song, man. It was pretty dope.
All right.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Good song. It's not because I work with him. I like the beat, you know. Yeah, but if that's him, because it doesn't sound like him, it sounds like when he was younger. So it seems like he's been doing this for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. 900 songs plus.
Damn. All right. What you think? Crip Jesus.
I like it. You know, you can always, rely on Post to come with the crazy metaphors and shit. So you know what I mean? He never fails to deliver on that. Then the visuals stay more and more a little psychedelic. So I love it. He never fails to deliver on. You know what I mean? I would ask maybe he step outside of that. Maybe let's see where else he can go with it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time too, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I fuck with it.
Yeah. All right, Knowledge Born.
Now this is Crip Jesus. It's funny you said that because I think this is off of his normal. This isn't his normal in the way he delivers, and then down to the beat selection. Before I say that though, couple, I know you and him have been collabing lately, and I like to see the collabs. You see what I'm saying? I think that's arranged to both of y'all to go outside of y'all comfort zones and find something collaborative together. So I applaud that. And then this sounds kind of personal. Normally, there's a political space where it's like, yo, beware this agenda that's out here. But this is kind of more personal. You know, he stands on the square. He doesn't kind of stand on the square. Whatever he's in, he's 10 toes on. So he's like, all right, we falling for the illusion and we forget God is watching. That's one space. But also we're looking for things to fill a void in us. And, what we're supposed to have to fill us up, we no longer look to that. We act as if it doesn't exist. So some of these devices, things like that, some of the ways of the world got us kind of wayward in that regard. So I think this was kind of introspective, for FG to come through in this kind of way. Normally, he does it with some satire. This was melodic. It gave me kind of like the Charlie Brown theme song feel as far as the beat selection goes, but it was more personal. I think it was more personal. So salute to FG for this joint.
Nice. All right, let's go. Next now, we've got an artist named Killah Ape, a.k.a. CURT-GO-BANG. From New Jersey, Florida, and what's ME? Massachusetts? No, that's MA.
No, Maine.
Oh, Maine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the song is called Plucky D.
On a binge with tequila talking all day. My homie wanted me to, man, I like okay. With $12 and a Big Mac, do anything you wanna. Scouts on at McDee's, you're a goner. I'm on the new shit, hot as a sauna. Prima donna bugging, so I tongue her like iguana. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Drink more tequila so I can last longer. Donkey Kong here, and you girl that curvy bastard. Cause after she sucked me, I had the super smasher. Can I get a pause here for some laughter? Or at least to catch my breath from these rap words? Killer A said that baboon good rapper. Then we proceeded to move our hands in a backwards motion. Yes, I had my hand open. Bitch smack and see who disagree like what you smoking.
Kit Kat, you get that? Break your face, get back. Dope flows, this smack. The K-tracks, this plaque. Leave holes, big plaque. Main roads, fix that. Enough for this chit chat. CURT-GO-BANG, go your blank, click clap. Like the wind, we push your wig back. POA, rip tracks and use trains for nunchucks. And if you ain't after the dough, then you a dumb buck. Young plug, we on an elevator to come up. Your elevator go down. Hottest flows in town. More than 2 shots like Tupac. We get around. Talkers never miss when we spit around. And words is weight, we move a pound. Drop gorilla tons next to fresh to death. Yeah, we killing them. Banana beats killing them. Drilling them. Taking mine. Like gold at the end of the rainbow, make it shine.
Like gold at the end of the rainbow, make it shine. I told Chico she could tickle my pickle. She started to smile and continued to wiggle. Turned up the music cause this was my number. Opened the fridge, tossed her the cucumber. I be that cracker like a cracker jack. Making next break, chiropractic cracker backs. Could think this ain't film cause I know I can't act. Put this dough on my wall cause she's got a nice rag. My mouth up is a moving garbage can. I'll terminate y'all if I'm again. When bugs in my crew, then I'm in. So drunk I fly, I can hardly stand.
Artists bring us to life. It ain't hard to be living it right. Imagination sold at a price. Yeah, I see when we roll in the dice. Go hard to the grain, yes, flows like a rice. Move at a high speed, then we crash to the mic. MC total, one hit a quitter. We fold you, no doing it twice. Give them dope hits, have a scratch and no lice. Some say we wrong, but the pen tell us right. It say murder every page cut and we slice. So we do it to death and we do it for life. Watch if a demon's moving it blight. Stay focused, no losing the sight. Money on my mind and my pockets looking tight. But doing fine, cause is my wife. Do it for the kids and we do it for the fam. Put that emerald touch like bam. We always stop flows like damn. Make these hits to the face like wham. Have my paintings look like a pic from a cam. Trademark, copyright, no trying to sell it, man.
All right. Kind of like a cool, like a freestyle track. It says they made it here 7 years ago. I can hear the influence. Kind of had a little Wu-Tang influence. Method Man, Redman. Kind of a fun flow. Kind of having fun and everything. I liked it. I like the vibe.
INS Baboon or something like that. INS Baboon.
He says IR Baboon and Killah War Ape.
I love that song.
Yeah. All right, Crip Jesus, what you think?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna be real, man. It was a slow night. You know, I was over here nodding off and shit. Niggas was all in the comments like, check this nigga out. And I called myself finna doze off again. And all I heard was, and then he was going in. I can't say nothing bad. I would be a fake motherfucker to say anything bad. That thing woke me out of my sleep. It was entertaining as hell.
Good morning.
He was barring out. I loved it.
There you go. There you go. Now it's born alive.
Yo, CURT-GO-BANG, yo. CURT-GO-BANG. That was a pleasant surprise because, like Coverboy said, we see him in the chat all the time. I didn't know. I wasn't ready. You understand for what was about to happen. Like it was a pleasant surprise. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna play here. Was it him the whole time, or was it him and another guy?
I think it was him and another guy. It was the.
I'm with you.
It was the first verse was LR Baboon, and the second verse was CURT-GO-BANG.
Yeah. The way they switched back and forth between the sounds, I was like, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I was trying to get it all because I think they got something that could be developed right there.
Yeah.
You understand that chemistry that they have on the microphone?
Yeah.
You know, you can always get lyrics together, whatever, but you can't beat the right chemistry on the beat. Not to say that there wasn't lyrics there, but the relationship that they have, it was translated well on the beat. They sounded good together.
Yeah, it had a live energy.
Right. And then the turn up went crazy. I was like, wait a minute, like hold up. I had to look back at the screen. Like it compelled you. You see what I'm saying? Like it grabbed you up and shook you up a little bit. So I think that was it. So shout out to CURT-GO-BANG.
Yeah. Keep going, man. It's entertainment at the end of the day.
Right.
I like that beat, AD. I'm not gonna lie, man. It sound like a slinky.
Right. All right. I think that was the first time he submitted too. I could be wrong. All right. Next up,
that's the first time I heard of it.
Yeah. Next up,
Killah War 8.
Yeah, we got DJ Aurora Borealis with a song called Million Man March. Here we go. right, I see what you're going for. I think that sample has potential. The drums are mad loud though. Do you know what I mean? That's one thing I'm gonna say. There's some loud ass drums, but I like the sample that you're going for. I get it with the Rio. I would take out one of those bass drums instead of the boom boom bap boom boom bap. I would just go like boom bap boom bap boom bap and let that Rio kind of carry more of the rhythm there. You don't have to put the boom boom. You know what I'm saying? It's a little too much bass drum in there. Just boom bap boom. Keep it simple, nice and simple, minimal. Less is more. That's what I would do, and probably change the kick sound, because that kick sound kind of sounds like Nintendo. And the snare, just bring the drums down, change the kick drum, and take out one of the bass drums. And I think you got potential for a beat there. I think there's something there. Do you know what I'm saying? And you know me, I'm very optimistic. So that's what I would do. What y'all think?
I'm saying the same thing I will always say. I like it, but he needs that studio AD.
Hey.
Like, he needs that.
That's right. $99.
Yeah.
Yeah. Links in the description. Crip Jesus.
Whoa, yo.
Hey.
Yo. I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel. It's like, I see where he was going with it.
Yeah.
I just really hope I didn't fuck up by emailing this thing to you, because we gotta resurrect from some of these. It's a slow night. It's a slow night. I'm saying it wasn't all bad. I fucked with it. I fucked with it, you know what I'm saying? But it's I don't know what the fuck.
That ain't cool, yo. You said it's a slow night. That ain't cool, man. Nah, Crip Jesus, I mean, look, I'm pretty sure if you heard, okay, let me just get honest. I'm pretty sure you could rap off of it. Anybody
you was doing good. You was doing good, Cover Boy. Look, you was
right,
doing good. We just leave it. I think he made that for him. If he made it for him, he doesn't need to change anything, because he's one that likes to disguise himself in the beat. Like, he blends in with the beat. But if he made that for somebody else, I think the feedback that was provided would be, apropos. Like, if he's making it to shop it around, he need to give an AD. But if he's making it for himself because of his rap cadence and delivery, it's perfect.
Exactly. Perfect.
He made that because he had an ideal. He said, "Hey, you ever heard them go, I'll make that a beat," and he just put boom, boom.
Crip is trying to wild out again.
Where's that from anyway? Where's that sample from? I've heard
it's from Russia. It's from Russia.
Huh. I've heard it like in a cartoon or something.
Yeah, I heard it on a cartoon, and I heard it on The Wizard of Oz too.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's where I heard it. Oh, I've heard that. It sounds like workers.
Yeah.
Workers doing something, or it's something about to do with rowing. I feel like there's a rowing thing going on there. Okay. Shout out to Aurora Borealis for that. Next up, we got a track here from Jerry Brown from Mansfield, Ohio, with a song called Catching Shots.
Crip Jesus about to open up the damn Pandora's box and shit over there.
Hold on, let me bring it back.
Monstrosity. Monstrosity.
Now get the fuck off me. Get the fuck off me, yo. What you holding me back for? It's what the fuck they wanted, right? They wanted district to walk back in the church.
You people have been chosen to reveal our existence to the world. You will witness what happens here today, and you will tell of it later.
Yo, they looking down the scope, they think they found him a target. The last of a breed, I feel like I'm being martyred. I'm a force here, even if catching me on an off year. Flow still hitting like I'm driving in fourth gear. walk up in the booth and say all clear, scanning the room. Do you niggas realize how you called here? The chance of getting lyrically mauled here. Speak out of turn for every bar, leave a piece of you scarred here. People won't believe what they saw here. How you take the science of a man and wipe his chemistry off here. Thinking that the symmetry's soft here. Wanting my space, but you don't know how much it mentally costs here. I get it, y'all just thought it was y'all, yeah. Thinking you gon' keep that same motherfucking confidence all year. Takes a real artist to draw here. Your rhyming is an ordinance, my word is like a federal law here. I thought I heard shots, who the fuck is they really aiming at? Talking about legacy, fuck is they gon' say to that? Pedal to the floor like it's aliens in the building. I felt it in the air to get saying it's just a feeling. Thought I heard shots, who the fuck is they really aiming at? Talking about legacy, fuck is they gon' say to that? Pedal to the floor like it's aliens in the building. I felt it in the air to get saying it's just a feeling. For heaven's sake, give him his own fire and let him bake. These niggas ain't grounded, I take it they wanna levitate. Let him wait, kids gon' need a minute to meditate. Thanks he done decipher the God flow, I bet he ain't. Speaking for the record, you think it's slightly ironic that with all this extra effort they still dying divided. Provided I had to write it with vitamins put inside it. While I itemize the items that likely will get collided. In spite of what you incited or any fucker decided, I'ma ride it till I put your biology in the climate. I'm beside it, they ain't looking like no diamonds to me. My alignment got me tied into a higher degree. The assignment is in light of what's inspiring me. Perfect timing for the universe acquiring me. Took the secrets of the stars, let them hide it in me. And we can see just what the other fucking side of it be. I thought I heard shots, who the fuck is they really aiming at? Talk about legacy, fuck is they gon' say to that? Pedal to the floor like it's aliens in the building. I felt it in the air, they kept saying it's just a feeling. Thought I heard shots, who the fuck is they really aiming at? Talking about legacy, fuck is they gon' say to that? Pedal to the floor like it's aliens in the building. I felt it in the air, they kept saying it's just a feeling. I thought I heard shots, who the fuck is they really aiming at? Talking about legacy, fuck is they gon' say to that? Pedal to the floor like it's aliens in the building. I felt it in the air, they kept saying it's just a feeling. I thought I heard shots, who the fuck is they really aiming at?
That's what I'm talking about. That was fire. That's my type of track right there.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. The beat, the sound, the feel, the mix, all that. Hell yeah.
Where's the bombs?
Man, I'm gonna get my bombs out for that. That was straight. Boom.
That shit woke up. Jesus, he woke up for a second.
That was real.
Yeah, I woke up for that one. Yeah.
That was straight fire. I love that type of music, man. That's
Who's
what I'm
that artist
about.
again?
So that was it's on a YouTube channel called The Legends, but the name of the artist was Jerry Brown. Catching Shots by Jerry Brown. Sure, I'm subscribing right now. By the way, all the links.
Don't know where they from? You know where they from?
It says Mansfield, Ohio.
Oh man.
They just uploaded that 6 days ago. So this is fresh. Yeah. And the links to these tracks are going to be in the description about a couple hours after the show. So y'all can check out these tracks and make sure you subscribe to these artists, man. Because it's not just song promotion, it's artist promotion. That was fire. I'm a fan. I love that. Yeah. What y'all think?
This had if I could go first, why?
Go ahead.
Why Couple boy getting busy over there. He demolishing it. Demolish that. You understand? This had like the AZ, Ali Vegas, Rusty Jukes feel all together. Like I know this is like when they say legacy, this is what it is. This is what it used to sound like. This is everything that it used to sound like around that time frame that you was talking about, coming from early in '96. Like this was like standard right here. You see what I'm saying? This was an infusion of real sound. Like you heard this beat. And I wanted to shout him out because Boondock Saints is one of my B movies. That's one of my B movies, excluding some of the BS in it. But if you pulled up with a Boondocks quote or sample in the joint, that's something. You understand what I'm saying? That's them in the courtroom at the end of the movie. If y'all seen Boondock Saints, that's the father and the two sons holding the gun to the mafia dude's head. And they told everybody to record to let, to put the city on notice that if you out here doing foul, we're going to handle you. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of that joint, he said, at the end of the prayer, we send you to whatever God you choose. You understand what I'm saying? So like the play on shots, I heard the shots, like so people was talking whatever they was talking. He said he wasn't worried about it because he heard about him. He ain't seen him. You see what I'm saying? So I think that was ill play on the whole thing.
Speaking of Boondock Saints, you remember this dude right here from Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
That's the dude that got me in the industry, man, the strip club industry. This guy hired me. Yeah, he was a strip club DJ.
Wow.
I walk into a club, this dude is DJing, and he was in Boondock Saints. He was in Ocean's 11 also, pretending to beat up George Clooney.
The old man said, "Why don't you make like a tree and get the fuck out of here?"
Yeah, man. Cool people.
I thought Knowledge Born Allah was talking about the Boondocks cartoon at first.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But nah, I think his assessment was 100% right. I like that. Yo, brother said something along the lines of put your biology in the environment. I heard that. I'm like, yo, that's kind of.
I seen you zone out too, AD. AD, you zoned out.
I loved it.
He was like, yo.
I loved it.
He got the AD, yo.
I got hyped up.
Crazy.
It's a good song, great song. Love it. I needed that.
Mm. Those beats pump me up. Okay, let's go. Next up, we've got Underland Fortress. With a song called Soul L.
Yo, hold on. Yo, what now? Why is this nigga asleep? Is this nigga really asleep? Like, he didn't.
No way.
You heard what I said earlier.
Yo.
Nigga gonna eat, nigga gonna fuck, nigga gonna sleep. And now this nigga's sleeping.
Yo. Hold up.
Thanks for making the white man correct, Crip Jesus. Let's go on, AD.
Wait, I gotta take advantage of this moment right now.
Over there looking like an 85%.
Where's that? Hold on. No, that's not it. Dang, he out.
Damn, that was Underland Fortress right there. I was expecting more from him. I like it. That's the Elephant Brother, right? He making those kind of tunes.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I'm gonna clip that and post that later. Okay, we're making content tonight. It's going to be great. It can be a 1-minute short. It's going viral. All right, here we go. Back to song promotions. Let's see if Underland can wake him up. This song is called Soul L. Here we go. This hard. Yeah, yeah. I could write to this. Is a great beat. Underland Fortress. I love that. I could totally write to that. I love how it's slow. I didn't want to freestyle. People told me to freestyle that in the chat. I don't really like to freestyle on the air live because I don't want to take away from us appreciating the beat. If we write to it, we write to it. We'll put a song out, do it correctly. But that was great. I like it, and I like that tempo. It's slow enough for a freestyle, and it's good for a cipher. That's great. And I love that it sounds a little dark. Do you know what I mean? And you know I like to go dark with the lyrics and just something hard and something rugged. What y'all think?
I love it. I'll share something with you, Underland Fortress, man. Keep up the good work, brother. I got this Hasma right here, right? You got that Hasma. Flip it upside down. That's pretty much an elephant right there. You see what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yeah. I support his music. You know, I saw them chats went up in the chat room. Them people, them numbers went up when his music started playing. So, you know, shout out to Underland Fortress. Keep doing you, man. Keep doing your thing.
It's from his upcoming El Efante beat tape. And
I'm down with it.
He's on BeatStars. Good. He should be. That's good. So he's leasing that beat if y'all want to get that. Link's going to be in the description. Yo, you're doing it right, Underland. I like your setup. Your descriptions are on point. You got your tags. You're doing good. That's dope. Okay. What you think, Knowledge?
Yeah, better get that beat before Cap Jones get a hold of it.
Yo, I can hear Cap Jones on that too. You're right.
You know
Absolutely.
like you better get it before Cap Jones get a hold of it. That was under. Salute to under.
That was great.
Never. Yes. Yes.
Hey, AD.
Yeah.
You know, see, maybe Crip Jesus, he all up in this Jesus character, and now he in the tomb after they took him off the cross. You see what I'm saying? You're caught up in that character. You don't think it's disrespectful to the show, man? We don't do stuff like that.
Man.
That's mad disrespectful. I wouldn't bring him on my show again if he disrespects me like that.
Maybe he's there. What you think, Crip Jesus?
How he writing woke books, but he sleep? That don't make any sense.
I mean, I don't know what time it is over there.
He sleep. This nigga Crip Jesus probably drank a Bud Light and passed out, or smoked a good batch of weed and passed out, or something like that.
He said Bud Light.
Yeah.
Oh man. Aurora says use that beat for the next royal priesthood. That would be dope, but it's up to Priest to choose the beats. So we'll see what Priest says. He's in charge of all that. Know what I'm saying? All right, let's keep it going. This is pretty good. It's not a slow night after all. Next up, we got another submission from FG Postmortem. Song is called Party at the Moon Tower, produced by Walter Warm. All right, here we go.
Anyway, actually, it's a good idea. I mean, you got a full moon out here every day of the year, you know? All right.
Hey.
Party
Feels
Feels like I'm tumbling up the stairs. Crack my head on every beam, climbing the moon tower. Have faces looking like they ate something too sour. Trying to be king of the hill, sounding like Moonhour. Didn't even get to unlock your true power, but it was fun chewing on your root chakra. Scheduling an appointment with a witch doctor, because I got an itch but can't reach where the spot is. Practice voodoo instead of operating. They'd let y'all get away with it if you cooperated. Now you're looking at dockets and affidavits, asking your lawyers when your next court date is. Should've never gotten married instead of divorcing. Now I must break you like Dolph Lundgren. I must break. Have y'all looking like you're screaming Adrian, changing your name to Harold instead of David.
Some drunk freshman fell off. You went right down the middle, smacking his head on every beam, man. I hated the winner of the first couple of them. I'll said you had one beer, man. How many did you have? Oh, you're dead, man. You're so dead. Look at the blood stains right there. Shut up.
Why's it called the Moon Tower anyway?
I guess they just decided to put it up out here whenever they were building the power plant. Actually, it's a good idea. I mean, you got a full moon out here every day of the year, you know? Yeah, but nothing's ever been repaired, so this whole place can fall down at any time. So you better watch your step, Junior. Whoa!
All right. I like that you keep it short and sweet with the tracks. The tracks aren't too long. It's a good length of song. It's about 1 minute and 50 seconds. That was cool. And, you know, FG Postmortem, he's always entertaining with the video edits and all that. It's cool. It's cool. I still want to turn your mic up. I still want to compress your vocals more and turn them up. But other than that, it's cool. What you think, Chan Chan?
I thought it was pretty good, man. I see he good with those images and those bars. You know, if you see those images, and I'm pretty sure he made that a while back, it's similar to certain things that all of us was talking about earlier. It's like little things that we upon. Mm-hmm. It's like some of the images that he put over there, it was relevant in our conversation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
You know, Crip Jesus probably smoked some weed. You know, he probably ripped a page from his Bible, thinking that it was made out of rice paper. He thought it was rice paper, but it's really cardboard. And I don't know about buying this book. You know, and you know, some of these woke brothers, them niggas can't read. You know, niggas like pop-up books with pictures. They can't read a damn sentence. Come on, he's sweet.
Oh man. All right. Knowledge Born.
FG with another banger. FG with another banger over here. And the line about I'm about to make an appointment to go to the witch doctor because I got an itch that I can't scratch. It speaks volumes about, you know, in his mind, you know, many of the people are using everything other than what's right in front of them. You know, they're looking for everything outside of them and nothing that's within them. You see what I'm saying? Like, and wondering why they in spaces of calamity. Like you made the example of courts, you know, in the docket, things like that. So, you know, look within for reality. You understand what I'm saying?
Snap back to reality.
FG with it.
Yep. All right, moving on. We're almost there. Next, now we got a track from the DJ from Guam featuring Nasiah God from Jamaica and Guam Link. Name of the song?
To the ocean.
Yeah. Name of the song is called Repatriation. Repatriation.
I say greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie the First. The world at large, let's repatriate and go back to where we're from. Repatriation, that is a must. Almighty God is righteous and just. Repatriation, that is a must. Christ, the man of me guide and me trust. Repatriation, that is a must. Almighty God is righteous and just. Repatriation, that is a must. Christ, the man of me guide and me trust. Them contentious, suspicious and vicious. On top of that, the whole of them gravelicious. Bad mind watch and be vicious. Them woulda kill fi satisfy them stomach. Know what a deal how you fi pay people fi cook. When the salary decrease and all they do them short. Work hard. And them a say that you know what and when things don't work out, you in a bad luck. Walk it out in a your brain, them a belly broke short. Tell Nazarene how much him here have to cut. Money you fi picky and bury up in your heart. Consciously live up. Repatriation, that is a must. Almighty God is righteous and just. Repatriation, that is a must. Christ, the man of me guide and me trust. Repatriation, that is a must. Almighty God is righteous and just. Repatriation, that is a must. Christ, the man of me guide and me trust. No, no, in a Babylon, never you put your trust, no. Yeah, they want to get rid of us, yeah. Yeah, cause we're conscious and moving, always moving so righteous. Hey, Babylon cantankerous and them bricks and them gas won't be adjust. Hey, now go put fear with us in the malicious and devious and unconscious. I'm telling you something, my brother. Take heed and be wise and stay strong now, now, now. It is a devil's place, it is more than burning one verse. So, repatriation, that is a must. Almighty God is righteous and just. Repatriation, that is a must. Almighty God is righteous and just. Repatriation, that is a must. Almighty God is righteous and just. Repatriation, that is a must. Almighty God is righteous and just. Them contentious, suspicious and vicious. On top of that, the whole of them gravelicious. Bad mind watch and people covetous. Them woulda kill fi satisfy them stomach.
Man, DJ from Guam always makes me want to smoke, because that's a vibe in itself. You know, he's really good at creating that authenticity, that classic reggae vibe. Because it almost sounds like that was made, you know, years ago. But he's able to, you know, keep it authentic, keep it organic, if you will. And it's a vibe. Makes me want to smoke. What you think?
Guam is a protective spirit. I like that dude. And I like his music. I love the energy. I love the energy of it. And I am happy that I partaked in smoking weed before his song came on, because it's like a shift of energy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Is a positive energy. So shout out to Guam. He cool. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
And shout out to his radio show too. And Fela B, shout out to you too.
All right. FG Postmortem is shouting out Sleep Jesus.
Huh? You see what I'm saying?
Knowledge Boy.
That was a perfect segue in between. What was the last song from FG? FG put out the Moon Tower.
Yeah, Party at the Moon Tower.
Party at the Moon Tower into, you know, something that was right and just. You know, DJ Guam always coming with the love. I love his collaborations, his live instrumentation, and his mix. You know, he took us back to the ocean, that universal God factor, that universal brotherhood type situation that he always come with. So salute to DJ from Guam for that excellence.
Yeah.
AD.
Yeah.
And let me say one more time, and I'm going to leave it alone. I apologize to everybody out there for Crip Jesus behavior. He is currently I just got a call. He's currently at the welfare office, right? He's trying to get unemployment for his pit bulls because his pit bulls is lazy. They can't speak English and they have no damn clue who their daddies are. So that's where he's at. I just wanted to let everybody know that. But go on ahead, AD.
He's not asleep?
Shit.
Oh, man.
You know, a brother, black dude want to come early. He want to come early. You know, he want to come late and want to leave early. You see what I'm saying? Like, Crip Jesus, come on, stop that, dog. He probably in a tomb right now as we speak.
Damn. All right. Let me hit refresh. You know what's funny? Is the grand finale tonight is Crip Jesus.
It's Crip Jesus. Let me get it's Crip. Oh, he trying to make a comeback. Get your black ass out of that damn character, nigga.
Let's see if he wakes up from his own song.
Who's like, I'm here. My song's back on. I didn't care from the tomb. Like, get the fuck out of here with that, nigga. Next. Nigga, that's all. Yo, don't start that shit, nigga.
Okay, well, here we go. This is the last submission here. It's our grand finale. Here we go. This song is called Crip Jesus. My name is Jesus.
Or Crip Jesus.
Who? Not damn near. Slap the shit.
A word? Shit.
Wait, nigga, yeah, Blue Jesus. It ain't no Crip Jesus.
Hold on. Okay.
I'm about to say, I want to know no one to get.
Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, Crip Jesus.
Let me put the crown on, man.
What kind of man named himself Crip Jesus? You are out of line and need to take Jesus' name out. Ant Dog, let that man do what he do. I didn't know the question was formed in such a manner, but I will ask you, Crip Jesus, where do you get the inspiration for the name?